So as the hands of time run down to the end of this magnificent EXFL season, we come to chapter 22 and the chance for Thies van Rijnsbergen and Josh Crabtree to be the writers of their own story. Each has one hand on the championship trophy. Both have the opportunity to realise their dreams. We know this is the final chapter, the end of an epic battle that has captured everyone's attention and emotions. And what we don't know is how this blockbuster ends. Welcome from the Yas Marina circuit, one final race before the checkered flag waves goodbye to this brilliant season. I am F1 Union, your main commentator for tonight's race, and as always, joined alongside me in the commentary party chat, it's ETE Nico. Nick, how are you tonight?
Oh, I am so excited. It's been brilliant to see the last two races unfold of this season and see how this championship is going to plan out for tonight. I'm so excited. We know how crazy, dramatic Tier 2 races can be, and now it comes down to this final race where the championship is going to be decided. I cannot wait.
Yes, indeed. 19 drivers. I think we may expect a full grid, but still 19, a very, very good turnout for the final race of Tier 2 Season 5. We have two drivers going at it for the World Championship. Thies in the Ferrari and Josh Crabtree in the Red Bull. Abu Dhabi, it's a modified circuit, of course. First time we are racing on the new layout. 29 laps. And before then, a short 18-minute qualifying session. It is 7 o'clock. You can ready up, drivers. We are all ready for, hopefully, a cracking finale. 18 points is the difference. It isn't as close as typical down-to-the-wire stuff, but it is still Tier 2, so anything can happen, and it usually does. Thies has an 18-point lead heading into this race, meaning Josh has to finish P2 and get the fastest lap or better if Thies is not to score. So essentially, Josh Crabtree has to win this race. But Thies, if he finishes P6 or better, no matter what Josh does, even if he wins and gets fastest lap, P6 is enough for the Ferrari driver. And speaking of Ferrari, they won the Constructors last time out, as Red Bull got into a bit of controversy with their Constructors side. However, today is all about the drivers. And as the drivers are readying up, we are getting ready with our nerves and tensions for these drivers and seeing who will come out on top this time. We had, I think, a scheduled 20 driver race, but someone's not here. And I don't know who.
Still
Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Racing Boy has got a race ban, unfortunately, for this race. But it wasn't him. We did have 20 drivers like the message and one even unsure. So it isn't Caden. Seb, Nathan, Racing. Oh, never mind. Connor liked the I can race message, even though he's got a race ban. Okay, never mind. So it was just Caden. If he decides to. Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot to say ready up. Thanks, Will. Right then. That was a bit harsh, Lucas, but okay. Okay, let me just message Will. As we just wait for the drivers to load into the lobby, load into quali. And the Tier 2 guys are going weird for some reason. Okay then, we're all ready. Nick, I may as well ask, top 3 prediction for qualifying.
For qualifying, let's think. Once again, like last week, I've not actually had any input or evidence of the driver's time. So going off by scraps here, I think we might have Josh Crabtree P1, Thies second, and Crudevase third. The usual.
I'm going to have to put that one down because unfortunately Crudevase has a qualifying ban for tonight, along with Herosia and someone else. Let me just quickly pull that up. Rosia.
Yes, I did forget.
And Jaden Francis, but he's not racing tonight. So.
Alright, I'll say Bram then. You know, Bram's always just lingering around. Oh, have we got some? We got some movement on track.
Right, let's hope they serve their qualifying ban well as the sparks and dust kick up into the air.
I can see Crudevez serving his.
There we go. Oh god, where is he? Oh, he's right at the end of the pit lane. Okay, so
I just
we
had
do not
flashbacks
need...
from season 4.
Season 4?
Yeah, when I got quali ban, I remember doing that exactly. I won and only quali ban.
Right, where's Erosia? He's in the pits currently, so he still has to serve his qualifying ban.
If I was smart, I mean, Erosia might just be like going out last, so he gets disqualified in 19th or 18th even. Jaden, would you like me to go on board with a lap?
Yes, please.
All right, so we've got Tigo for my first of the final qualifying analysis, and he goes into turn 1 of the brand new revamped Abu Dhabi circuit. Very easy to lose it through turn 1 and 2, staying off that inside curb, which he takes it with a lot of bravery and courage. Then into the newly modified turn 5. We've got rid of turn 6 and 7, and now we're onto a long straight. He's got a little bit of a slipstream there from the Alpine. He doesn't really get out of the way, but should not disadvantage Tigo that much. Then into turn 6, the heavy braking, so braking just at the 100-meter board, then bringing over to the left, then the right into turn 7. He nearly loses the rear, but it's all good and well. And then DRS is activated down into a newly revamped corner as well. Turn 9, the long left-hander with a little bit of banking on it. It goes on for ages. Then we get the power down, making sure not to spin on the exit. He's already run out of ERS, very oddly. But then a new section of the track that's changed. Turn 11, then 12, and then into 13. A lot of the way on the exit, especially for 13 and 14. And then a new turn 15. It's flat out now, unlike last season on EXFL on F1 2021. And then into the final corner of turn 16, up across the line, and it's a 25.144.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. Apologies, was having some issues with Erosia and his qualifying ban. He's out now on the track, so hopefully he will pull off and retire, but he's carrying on, which really isn't what he should be doing. That's going to be annoying. We can always do a restart, I guess, and put him at the back if he does. Yeah, see, he's tired. So that's.
I thought he would do that because I'm pretty sure he's done that multiple times across the season.
So he said he would. He said he would retire in the set. So my guess is he was going to say he'd retire in the garage, which is quote unquote safer. But he's done something even worse. He's gone on track and retired on track, which is more unsafe than just pulling off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done that all season. I'm pretty sure I've seen him do that before.
Well, this is his first quali ban because you can only really have one quali ban. Anyway, apologies for that whole first part of the session delay. Right Terra. What happened?
It just had a massive moment before he was going right into the wall. Into the final corner.
Lap times. Crudevez and Erosia. Well, let's hope if Bratty, Josh, Frosty and Frankie, 4 drivers who have been right at the front all season, get a lap time in. Fees is on provisional pole by 3 thousandths ahead of Bram. 8 tenths further back nearly is Sin Icon, and then a further 3 tenths Tigo, and then Smithy, Seb, and then his teammate for tonight, George, reserving for Keanu, who isn't racing tonight, and then is Warren and Billy. Teammates for this and next season. It's good to see them race in the final race. And up across the line is Frankie, and Frosty Life goes P3. Only a tenth and a bit off these now. Arsenal P12, Nathan P13, and then the 2 Aston Martins yet to set a lap time. And then Josh Crabtree now. He's got it all. He's got nothing to lose. Heading through the second sector now on his first current lap time. His teammate will have to do everything from the back. 53.5 then. Apparently it's purple for the Red Bull driver. So one final sector to navigate his way through then. Riding on board with a yellow and black styled helmet for the finale. I really wonder what must be going through his mind. He's got to do everything he can today to win and get fastest lap. And then he'll know in his heart and in his mind and looking back on the season that he has done everything he can. So he rounds the final corner. It's Thies versus Josh. Josh versus Thies. Josh only P4. He's 2 and a bit tenths off his title rival. He needs this pole position. He needs absolutely maximise for them. We're just waiting on Bratty Terror now to make sure Erosia does start this race at the back. Because if Bratty doesn't get a lap time in, then Erosia is definitely in a bit of trouble. But if Bratty does get a lap time in, I don't think it'll be as bad. Any action you can see, Nick?
Not a lot. I believe most of the drivers have finished their first runs. But we have got the 2 Aston Martins out on track, both on their out laps, I believe. But Logan is now crossing the line. Yes, there we go, he's on a lap. We just got, was that Bratty Terror again? No, his teammate Frankie in the final corner, just having a little bit of a spin. And Arsenal as well on his out lap. And I think there's a flourish of drivers now coming through out of the pit lane for their second runs.
Indeed, right. Right, I think everything's sorted now. A little setback before quali, but we know towards the latter stage we are going to get into the very intense things, so it's good things are taking their slow run out at the start of this session. Chaz and Logan then out on track, the only drivers besides Bratty not set a lap time. And you can do it again, Nick. Take us through this lap with Bratty round the final corner and across the line.
Alright, so Bratty Terror into turn 1. I believe he was on the podium last week, wasn't he? Yes, P2, I believe, right now. Into turn 3 and then into turn 4. Turn 4 really doesn't exist, but it is classed on the track map as a corner. Then into turn 5, we take a late apex. That is absolutely, that's in a beautiful line from Bratty Terror there, and then we activate the DRS down this long back straight, then into a heavy braking zone, braking just before the 100-meter board into turn 6 and 7. Very easy to mess up. He does that beautifully. He keeps it to the right, left, and then going to the right, and then he exits the corner with ease with the DRS activation point just behind us. He comes barreling down this half straight with a little bit of a kink in the middle into turn 9. It goes on, just like turn 9 at Brazil. And then we go into the little kink of turn 10. A little bit more of a kink, and in turn 11, then into turn 12. Nice and easy. Easier than it was last game, but then it gets a little trickier into turn 13 and 14, making sure not to spin on the exit as the camber drops away. Then into turn 15, flat out. Is he going to have any more issues like he did last lap? No. And he misses the apex slightly, got right on the track limit and across the line, and that's P6.
Yep, right on the limit at the final corner. I thought he was going to be invalidated as he crossed the line, but it is P6 for Bratty, about half a tenth off Sin Icon. So that is everyone, bar the 2 Aston Martins. Logan's back in the pits, and Chaz has invalidated. Not going good for the British team as Billy crosses the line. Nope, stays 15th, slowest of the runners who have set a lap time, and 3 tenths, well, 2 and a bit tenths off Arsenal, who's just started a lap time, and Warren, who's currently nearly 3 tenths down. We got a yellow from, I think, Chaz. Ferrari's coming around the final corners. Chaz comes into the pits. Graham now starts his second run as Thies has just finished his first sector. Let's get a representative lap time then. 17.569. He's a tenth up. Sin Icon has retired. That's across the start-finish straight, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can't see because Frankie.
Into the.
I think he's maybe lost it.
That's quite far into the corner.
T goes on a lap, so we'll see him the car has disappeared. I'm guessing he hit the barrier. Anyway, Tigo across the line. P5 for Tigo by to 24.7. Moving to Ferrari next season. Has currently put his Alfa Romeo P5. So we've got a Haas behind him of Seb crossing the line. Not sure if this is to finish or start. It's to start. And then we got Bratty Terror coming into the pits. So we'll look back to the two Ferraris as Josh Crabtree pulls off. Has he just made a mistake into turn 3? I think so. He was on a lap. Not going good for him at the moment. Bram has just finished the second sector, and Thies is making his way through the third sector now, navigating his way through the tight and twisty corners of sector 3. Now 2 to go for the championship leader, wearing a very special Dutch Grand Prix helmet for the finale on what could very much be a special Dutch day. And Thies crosses the line. He goes even quicker at 23.7 for Thies. Bram now has invalidated, so he will not improve. So Thies really setting a pace and setting why he is, at the moment, winning this World Championship. 18 points the difference, remember. And Josh Crabtree currently has to go again because this lap will not be good enough after that spin. Smithy currently P8. I think he's P7 in the championship. He's had a very solid year. A really solid start as well. Kind of had a few unlucky moments during the season, but he can look back on the season with a lot of pride about it. Seb got his win, of course, his first win at Baku. He has been a star this season and will go up to Tier 1 with Jack next season. Shout out to Jack Hemmings. And Seb will partner him out Alfa Romeo. Billy currently in P10. McLaren have been springing some surprises, you know, a few points here and there when we've still had a lot more people than 10 finish the race. So let's see what they can do. I think Billy is wearing a Lando Norris helmet and Warren is also wearing a Lando Norris helmet, so that's fitting. You see anything on track, Nick? Frosty Life crosses the line. He gets... Sorry, Nick, before I let you speak. Frosty now splits the Ferraris and puts his car into the 23s and onto the front row. Are you there, Nick?
I am.
Okay.
Like it was last time, I think we've caught myself in the wrong moment here, as I think the drivers have just finished their second runs and are now prepping for the final 3 minutes. As I see, actually, I believe that's Josh Crabtree getting ready in the pit lane.
Did you say 3 minutes?
For the next 3 minutes. Nah, but like they'll come out at 2 minutes.
I get you.
All right,
okay, Frankie
Josh.
come around the final corner. P11 stays P11. I think he's starting a lap. And what's happened with Josh? Is he
Josh,
he's now
he's now coming out on track, so maybe going for a couple runs if he messes up the first. Maybe this just means he's going to be sending it to his absolute limits.
Josh Crabtree then, he knows that this lap he is about to do could be hugely critical for the World Championship. Currently P4. That is not enough. As we got a Alpine just going slowly. I think it's Bratty Terror. Yes, Josh Crabtree. A lot must be going through his mind, but I'm sure when he starts that lap, his only goal will be pole position. Nothing more, nothing less. That Red Bull is going to have to come alive around these 3.2 miles of Yas Marina. As the top 3 still sitting comfortably in the pit lane and at the top. So just waiting for them to, yes, get their final laps out. Seems like the bottom people are going for their out laps now, and we'll wait for the top people to head out later. Frankie is on a lap currently as he's gone a bit wide and he's got a bit of traffic up in front of him of the McLaren, but he is probably the only driver on a lap that's wide for him. That's invalidated, and that McLaren of Warren might have got in his way a little bit there. Frankie's going to get a bit annoyed there, I think, but he will have time to come in, hopefully, and get back out again. So, round the final corner, Josh crosses the line. He starts potentially his final one, getting right up close to the right of the wall. Turns into turn 1, little lag, which did... Oh, he's gone off, and that's invalidated for Josh Crabtree. It has not gone right for him so far this lap, and he's going to have to go again, if he even has enough fuel to go again. Josh Crabtree invalidated, and now the Alpha Tower, he's going to have to get out of the way. I think he managed to pull off just enough. Car number 43 really not enjoying this qualifying session so far, only P4 at the moment. And he's got, as soon as that yellow clears, how long have we got left, Nick?
I believe I'm going to guess 3 minutes 49.
Oh, it just appeared. I didn't look. Josh would speed up, I could see.
I was just going to mention now.
We've got 2 minute 40.
Oh, that's a shame. I was just going to mention on Josh though. Excuse me. I believe that was a little bit of a silly mistake. I'm not quite sure if he was off track, but as we know with the game, if you go off the track and you pull off slightly further and then come back on, it doesn't invalidate you. And I'm pretty sure he was on the white line, but instinctively he came off it to try and avoid an invalidation, which subsequently actually gave him one.
It glitched for me. I thought like Josh rode the curb and it made him go wide, but then it glitched to turn him in. Anyway, Bratti Terra, P7, he's found nearly 3/10 purple sector 2. Not sure how we can go off that, but 2/10 will put him into the top 5. Let's see if he can find any more time in the third sector to gain. Obviously, Nick caught the Bratti Terra spun into the final corner. That's very wide and just about keeping it valid for Bratti Terra, but he's lost the rear. That's going to lose him a whole lot of time, and this may not even improve him as he's got an AlphaTauri causing a yellow in turn 3. Bratti Terra then round the final corner. Can he improve on the 124.8 across the line then? It's a 124.6. He does go P5, 3/10 behind Josh. Josh does seem that he's got through turn 3 this time. So this is it then for Josh Crabtree. Finishing sector 1, he's found a tiny bit of time as we head through the hairpin now at turn 5. Josh knows that this lap is going to be the lap that rather seals him his final pole position of tier 2, or it's going to put him behind his championship leader and even behind Frosty and Bram at this rate, unless anyone else can say otherwise. Josh has got a bit of traffic in front of him, but as we head through the heavy braking zone, he needs to nail these corners, which he is doing so. He is fighting that car. The spirit of that Tier 2 championship bursting and fueling him as he heads through the end of Sector 2 now. Coming across the end of the sector now, he's found 2/10, which will borderline put him on P3, but he needs at least the front row to get ahead of these, because that will give him the inside line. Now Josh Crabtree, round the final sector then, has got to navigate his way through about 5 more corners. It seems like those two in front will not bother him as long as they slow down in time. Josh, that's wide for Josh, just keeps it within limits as he backs off a little bit. Final 2 corners for Josh Crabtree. Is this going to be pole position as Bram has retired? That's it for him. Josh crosses the line, nearly invalidates P4. He did not improve at all on his lap time, and that is only going to be P4 for Josh Crabtree then in the finale. These, he can, well, maybe, unless Frosty Life can do anything, these can calm down as he's found even more time in Sector 1. Frosty has to find nearly 2/10 then. As he ends Sector 1, he's found just over half a tenth. Josh Crabtree has retired, that confirms it. So now his best will be P4. We got someone crashed in the last corner there. I think that might be Arsenal. No. Oh, wait. What's going on there? Arsenal and the Haas of... Is that George? What's happened there, Nick? Nick, have you seen this?
Let's have a cheeky old look.
George and Arsenal.
Well, I see George just having a little bit of a fun time trying to enter the pit lane.
Smithy has gone P5 in the final race of the season. That is a brilliant qualifying for him. And yes, something's gone wrong with... As Thies extends an advantage then, we'll have to look further back after qualifying. Thies, unless Frosty Life can do anything, but he is down on time, unless he can have a magical final sector. Thies in the final race of Tier 2 Season 5 is on pole position, but we'll just wait for Frosty Life. He needs to find 4/10 in one sector. It will at least be a front row start for Frosty Life, but that Mercedes now crosses the line. He doesn't improve, well, he does improve, but it's not enough. Thies has done it then. Pole position at Abu Dhabi for the championship leader. He has done enough, and that is going to be the best possible start he could have asked for as we await the 29-lap finale. Oh, you're sending me your POV of Josh's lap, Nick? Yeah, it glitched for me.
No, it's him just going really wide.
Yeah.
That was on his final lap.
I think on the stream you'll see it glitch. Yeah.
That was on his final lap.
Right then.
Not the one before.
It's a full-on Dutch top 3, as Ferdy said. Then comes 4 Brits, and then another Dutch, and then 2 more Brits to round out the top 10. I'm just going to quickly see if anyone got any penalties, because there was a collision between... Yes, there was a 5-place grid penalty for Billy. Even though he wasn't involved, it was George and Arsenal. Billy somehow got sometime in that session got a 5th place. We don't know where. or when, but yeah, he'll be starting down in 18th, I think, now. Sorry, yeah? Nick?
Yeah, no, so I've sent you in a DM.
Oh, it's fine, okay, cool. You just didn't make an... Okay. Whew. Tensions rise then. This... I'm very nervous for these guys.
Yeah.
It's between Josh and Thies.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're 27 seconds away.
I'm eating some spicy Nando's. And
Alright.
it's heating me up.
Oh, that's why. Right then. Thies has done all he can. Pole position. He's maximised. Josh hasn't had the qualifying he wanted. Let's see if the race can change that. It's going to be a race of strategy. It's going to be a race of penalties. It's going to be the race to decide the World Championship. We have been waiting for this all season long. The finale, the title decider, under the lights here in Abu Dhabi. As the revs rise, and for one final time, it's lights out, and away we go. Thies crawls off the line ahead of Frosty Life, who doesn't get the greatest getaway. Josh now pulls off to the inside line as Bram takes P2 and Josh gets into P3 as Frosty once again has had a terrible start and it's caused a bit of collisions through the field, but it is Thies out in front ahead of Bram, ahead of Josh Crabtree. That is a brilliant start for Ferrari to hold the team game. Smithy up to 4th, Frosty down to 5th, and it seems like they've all managed to make their way through the first corner apart from Chaz F1, who's down to 19th as Logan, his teammate, is battling Nathan up in P9 as they're all side by side ending through the hairpin. But out in front, Thies leads away from Bram as Frosty Life is trying to challenge Smithy for P4. Riding on board with Josh Crabtree now. He has the 2 Ferraris in sight as they head down to turn 6. Thies leads from Bram, from Josh, from Frosty Life, who does get ahead of Smithy, and back up into P4. Once again, just not getting the good getaway as the other drivers around him. Seb up to 6. We've got a yellow at the back. I think that's George Ducal down in 18th. As Cruder Bays has made his way up to P16, as he's just lost a place to Chaz F1, as Erosia and Cruder Bays, of course, Polyban drivers for tonight, making the move and on the charge as Erosia has now got past Arsenal on the medium compound tyres, and Josh has got ahead of Bram for P2. They're wheel to wheel, heading through the final corners. Josh round the outside of Bram. Can he make the move? Unbelievable! Josh has got ahead of Bram. Bram, who was trying to hold Josh up, has been overtaken. Josh coming alive on this first lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He's up to 2nd. The top 2 in the World Championship now, 1st and 2nd. Bram got caught there, and I'm not sure if it was a mistake or Josh tried to force an error, but we've got now a VSC to calm everything down as Frankie finds himself in last, swapping positions with George and Chaz, it seems. Nick, make of that what you will. Oh dear.
It was absolutely chaos in the midfield. Everybody was darting around trying to avoid each other, especially at this consequential, that doesn't even make sense, but we'll roll with it. Chicane of 6 and 7. There was a load of cars cutting the chicane, and I've just seen, I believe that's Chaz F1 might have just spun there between the turn 2 to 4 section. But yeah, they were darting across the chicane, trying to avoid contact. It was crazy, but a brilliant move from Josh. Absolutely impeccable.
That was absolutely immaculate in a final race where tensions are so high between the two teams. The fact that Josh cleanly executed an amazing move round the outside. Biggest gainer so far is, I was going to say, spin Fatigo, and it's hit Seb round. Unfortunately, I was going to say biggest gainer is Billy. It now moves up to 8 seconds as Bram takes the lead. Bram take the lead, sorry. Bram had a little move at Josh at the same corner that Josh tried to overtake Bram. This time it hasn't worked for Bram. He can't come back at the Red Bull.
And now Josh Crabtree has got an exceeding track limits warning. He just caught the outside curb going into that right-hander and just bottomed out and went straight on, which gave the opportunity to Bram.
Alright, okay, thank you for that insight, Nick. As Chaz, day gets bad to worse for the Aston Martin, going to Tier 1 next season. I think he just wants it over with, as Nathan has spun now. I think he was battling Logan. My voice already gone. Right, 1.8 seconds then between the top 2. Bram is going to be right back on Josh, as we're going to see a little battle between them, and this could help these in the World Championship. We'll put it on tyres for now. Here we go then. Bram round the outside of the Red Bull. He goes to the inside. Josh will keep behind because now he'll have the DRS for the second straight and hopefully get back at the Ferrari. Bram doing all he can to help his teammate. Meanwhile, Josh's teammate is up to P11 and he's the only driver on the hard compound tyres like we predicted. Everyone else on the mediums. As Josh sends it to the inside of the Ferrari driver. They're wheel to wheel. Bram has the outside, the better traction. Josh just hasn't got the grip and Josh goes off wide as he's in a bid to try and get past Bram, and he's still going to the inside now, but he has to back off. But they're still wheel to wheel. They make a bit of contact between Bram and Josh. Bram gets ahead of Josh Crabtree. They're making moves as this is allowing these to pull out in front. Oh, Josh Crabtree has spun. That's not gonna be what he needed. What happened there, Nick?
I was almost about to say that the warnings we gave the drivers have made sure their racing is impeccable, but Josh just going a little bit too fast into turn 14, runs back into the back of Bram and eventually spins, but is lucky to use that reset the track button very quickly.
Are you sure? Wait, are you sure it was Josh's own fault?
Yep, definitely. Ran into that. I mean, I'll take a clip of it. Frosty Life could have nudged him into the back because they were very close, but I'm quite adamant Josh just ran into the back.
That is true, but it did look like it might have been Josh's own fault. Whatever the case, it helps these, and Frosty Life trying to have a go at Bram. We said if any driver gets involved with the top two, as three abreast nearly heading into turn 6 as Josh has to make his way back up the pack. Massive lockup from Tigo. We'll talk about the championship later as Billy's trying to navigate his way past Brighty Terror, who loses the rear a little bit there as Frosty Life now gets ahead of Bram. Frosty Life, after starting P2 and dropping down the order to 5th, back up into 2nd. Bram just hasn't seemed to got any grip at the moment to fend
review
off.
Sorry, on that clip it was most definitely Josh Crabtree's fault as Frosty Life was too far behind.
Okay then, thank you very much, Nate. I was going to say, those who got involved with the top two may be under more trouble than a normal collision. However, it was Thies' own teammate that got involved with Josh, and it was Josh's own fault, as deemed by Nick apparently. So, we will resume. Frosty Life on the charge, fastest lap of the race. He wants to end this season with a win, and he's got past Bram in doing so, and now is 2.1 seconds behind the race leader. Josh Crabtree then. It's a race of a comeback for Red Bull, as that might be another warning for the Red Bull. But he's up in 6th. Well, he's got up to 6th after being down in 7th, got past Logan, and he's now going to have to set his sights on Sin Icon in 5th place. Penalty for Smithy, Billy, Warren and George. At the moment, we've got 19 cars still in this race, as Frankie will be hoping for a safety car because he is currently a long way off the lead. And speaking of the devil, he's got a 3 second as well. But Frosty Life gaining and trying to get under 2 seconds from Thies. Josh Crabtree still 1.5 behind Sin Icon. These drivers, as Logan goes off track, these drivers really are being competitive in the later stage of this season, as we still see this 3-way fight for P7, 4-way fight if you count Kudaves, who's on the charge, as Logan is trying to get stay ahead of Rosie, who's trying to move around the outside. Can't quite get the move done. We've got a yellow for Frankie. I think he's had a spin. He has indeed. So Bram may have picked up the pace a bit more because he's sticking with Frosty Life now. Smithy just enjoying his life right now in P4 as Sin Icon follows him 2 seconds behind. Crabtree still following by 1.5. as Logan stays ahead of this pack of 4 cars. Kudaves is going to be hoping to clear these lot as soon as possible. Remember, he is the only driver on the hard compound tyres. Everyone else is on the mediums. He is going to be hoping to go long, and like I predicted, he's probably going to, and I don't want to, because I'd hate to be right, but as long as it's fair, he'll probably stay out, and when Thies comes to the back of him, he'll probably do a Perez from last year and hold him up, don't you think, Nick?
Yes, absolutely.
Chaz has had a spin, final corner. Arsenal gets past him now for P17. We look further back, Frosty and Thies, the gap pretty much solidifying at 2 seconds at the moment. Just checking the chats. Seems all good. Right then, Kudaves making moves. As oh, what's happened to Brighty Terror? I think did Kudaves and Brighty just have a collision there? Because Brighty's now just lost 2 positions. Were you watching them, Nick, or someone else?
No, I was just looking at Frankie as he had an unfortunate spin while we were looking at the battle for P7, I believe.
Right, well, whatever happened, it has ended up with Crudaves in P9, Billy in P10, and
Frankie's gone
Bratty losing 2
again!
position. Oh, dear.
Just as
Oh,
I
and
said
Warren's
that.
gone again as well. Right,
Contest
Frankie.
comes.
Seems like the first 3 corners, well, at least second 2 and 3 and 9, are catching a lot of drivers out. As Warren down to 16th now. Billy up to 10th. Bratty, I don't know what happened with him and Crudaves, whatever happened. Crudaves has got past him now and is now looking at the back as Chaz, I think, has caused the yellow. And Nathan now gets overtaken by Tigo. He's got Logan in front of him now. So 1.6 now the gap between Frosty and Thies. 48% to 70%. Thies keeping it cool, keeping it clean and keeping it calm out in front. He is doing everything he can and is only 22 laps away from becoming world champion, as Josh Crabtree is not gaining on Sin Icon. But I'll tell you what, Sin Icon's gaining on Smithy. He's now just over a second behind him as Arsenal gets ahead of Nathan in the pit lane. The Alpha Tauri on the hard compound tyres as Chaz F1 has retired in the pit lane. So that's it for his season. That's it for his Tier 2 career at the moment. He is becoming the first retirement of the race and will be P19 as long as Frankie overtakes him in these next 2 corners. Frosty Life closing the gap then. Josh Crabtree, after that spin as he ruined his tyres in doing so, he just doesn't seem to have the grip. We got a yellow, and that's Warren again in the barrier on a straight.
Quite peculiar, isn't it?
He's lost his front wing on the straight.
Crash gate.
I mean, it's just Warren things, isn't it? Whatever's happened, Warren. Has he got a puncture? No. I really do not know. Anyway, Frankie in the pits for the soft compound tyre then. We could have a safety car, it could change everything. But at the moment, Thies has got track position over Josh, so it's not like anything crazy, or too crazy could happen. But we are going to see a battle for the lead, I think. Frosty has been reeling in Thies' lead, and you know what? He's brought Bram with him. Bram
Yeah, I was just about to
well.
say, yeah, Bram is stuck with them very, very well.
Crudaves, oh, my bad. Crudaves has got past Logan, so I'm guessing he got him at the hairpin. Whatever the case, Crudaves now up to P8. This has been a very good charge from the Red Bull. P19 to P8. So far, my driver of the day, as he's now eyeing the back of GSR Rosia, who's also from P18 to P7. So these two are both my driver of the days at the moment, because they have been like a duo making their way up. But now it's time for the duo to swap. And speaking of swap, Sin Icon round the outside of Smithy is going to have a little look at the Alpha Tauri. He goes for the switchback, but Smithy's got the better traction. And now Crudaves is ahead of Erosia, and so they have swapped. Crudaves, now the next car ahead of him is his teammate. And as the mediums wear off, could we be seeing his own teammate overtake him? But Josh Crabtree, through that battle of Smithy staying ahead, has closed up to the back of Sin Icon and Smithy. 1.1 then, Thies just escaping the DRS window as Frankie using more and more of his DRS, Bram using most of his to stick with. 5 seconds then Smithy is back to them as Frankie has been lapped between the top 3 and the rest.
These top 3 are on another level right now. I was just watching Bram through that final sector of lap 8, and the way he's just got a rope hooked to the back. Who is that?
Frankie.
Is that? Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, Bram has just got a rope hooked to the back of Frosty Life and is following him all the way through, as Frosty Life is just outside 1 second, but with the use of the DRS. Oh wait, no, he had DRS. So Frosty Life is already in the DRS. Hopefully he can get it on the exit of this chicane, but he's made a little bit of a mistake, and I'm not sure he will, and no, he doesn't.
Right, Smithy just holding Sin Icon back for now. Sin Icon's got barely any ERS. Smithy has got 22%, but Sin Icon tried round the outside. Smithy went defensive. He's trying the inside, but Smithy leaves him barely any room for that attempt and just positions his car perfectly, but not perfectly enough. As Sin Icon has seized this opportunity, and they're going to go wheel to wheel round turn 10, and they're still wheel to wheel, but Smithy now gets ahead of Sin Icon. As Sin Icon once again will have to try another attempt, but now Josh Crabtree is all over the back of him.
Frosty Life's gone!
Oh no, Frosty Life's gone!
And
at the penultimate corner, and Bram too!
Bram caught Frosty Life's front wing! Frosty Life spins, and then Bram just clips his front wing That is so
Did he get
unfortunate.
collected?
Yeah, he did. I think Frosty Life just turned in way too aggressively, and Bram caught Frosty Life's front wing with the rear, one of his rear tyres.
Oh, okay.
And we've got Frankie, in the pit,
Yeah,
and that was
pit
so
lane,
unfortunate
so
for Bram. I thought he would have lost his front wing, but as I went on board, no, he's facing the wrong way.
Oh, so unfortunate for Bram. Very unfortunate. For Frankie, as Josh Crabtree has got past Sin Icon because Sin Icon's made a big mistake. I do not know if that was with Josh Crabtree, but now Sin Icon has lost position to both Red Bulls and a Mercedes as Crabtree and then Frosty Life and then Cruder Bays ahead of Sin Icon. What has happened there? It's all changed around, and Josh Crabtree now finds himself in P4 behind Smithy, the driver who he tangled with in Brazil, but gave him a 5-second time penalty at the restart. Is between him and the Ferraris at the moment. Bram nearly 7 seconds behind his teammate. It's all going right for Thieves, but a safety car would destroy that gap. Smithy only 2 seconds now behind Bram, and Josh Crabtree only 3/10 behind Smithy. They've got barely any RS. Frosty's going to use his pace to get back up with them unless his tyres are gone from that spin. Cruder Bay's on the hard compound tyre. He's not going to be losing any pace at the moment. And Sin Icon, I have absolutely no idea what happened to him. He's just lost a bunch of time, and he's losing places, and he's now into the pits.
I just wanted
to
add on the Frosty Life situation. I feel like it's been a reoccurring topic where we've been watching P2 or P3 or both of them hunting down P1, and they just lose it. I feel I've just got a memory of seeing this throughout the season, and Frosty Life was on fire. It was beautiful to watch, but so unfortunate for him and Bram, but lucky for Thieves.
Josh Crabtree is now on the podium. I'll say that again. Josh Crabtree has got himself onto the podium because he's now in P3 ahead of Smithy, going defensive for the AlphaTauri, not to come back at him as Frosty Life goes down the inside of the AlphaTauri, so Smithy might have something else to worry about. Frosty Life gets a terrible exit, and this has no second invitation for Cruder Base because he is now alongside the Mercedes in the slipstream of the AlphaTauri, but Frosty Life has amazing straight line speed. They actually touched their little dangerous from Frosty Life. There's he's hit the back of Smithy, and he sends Smithy into a spin, and Cruder Base has to avoid him, and Smithy has been spun by Frosty Life. That's going to be investigated, and that may as well be a penalty for Frosty Life at the moment, and that has lost Cruder Base time. Josh Crabtree then up to P3. Bram separating the two championship protagonists, but Smithy has unfortunately been spun by Frosty Life. They weren't even wheel to wheel. They were literally hit, nearly going into the wall, these two, Frosty Life and Cruder Bays, and it sent Frosty into the back of Smithy moments after.
That was very cheeky, I'm not going to lie, from Cruder Bays when they were going down the straight. They had plenty of room between each other, and Cruder Bays started turning towards Frosty Life to lock wheels so Frosty Life wouldn't pull away, and that subsequently made them nearly crash.
It was very, very close, a bit dangerous, but they managed to stay facing forward with Cruder Base coming out on top. But now we're going to see round two. They've barely got any ERS. Cruder Base under 10%. He needs to be there to make sure it's a Red Bull 3-4 to Ferrari's 1-2, as Cruder Base just going to stay behind the Mercedes for now. He'll get the better exit onto the long straight where you can't switch back at the next straight. So here we go then, DRS for the Red Bull, but on those hard compound tyres to Frosty Life's pace on the straight, it just doesn't seem like it's enough. But Cruder Base has got good straight line speed, as demonstrated on the last lap, but you can't get past the Mercedes just yet, and Erosia arriving on the scene too, as Cruder Base can't quite get the move. Will he try a little send down into turn 12? Not quite. So Erosia watching all this unfold. Warren gets a penalty, and the pit stop should be emerging within the next few laps as Thieves comes around the final corner to start lap 13. We're nearing the halfway stage of this race as Josh Crabtree's in. The undercut has begun then for Josh Crabtree. Erosia gets a penalty now. So the Red Bull is in as Frosty Life leads Cruder Bays ahead of Erosia, who's now into the pits as well. So will this hold Josh Crabtree up anymore? We've got a yellow for the other Alfa Romeo of Tigo. I don't think Josh got held up. As Erosia puts the hard compound tyres on. So does Josh, and he is away.
I knew exactly Josh Crabtree. I was just having a look to see maybe if he got a warning on the pit lane entry, which is very easy. For some reason, the game gives you one, and he has. So that puts Josh on 2 warnings.
That is very interesting. Was that when he entered the pits?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it's very easy to do. Even if you just go over the white line with 1 tyre, and we just see Crew Vase there going down the inside of Frosty Life into turn 6.
Yes, but he's got the switchback now. He's got the DRS, and he'll get right behind the Mercedes again. We'll go to the inside. Frosty Life leaves him barely any room, but over the bump now. And he has the inside line. Can Cruder now finally get ahead of Frosty Life, who's still going to hang around the outside with those medium tyres, but with those dying medium tyres, he has to concede. For Cruder last to P3 now. Only about 11 seconds off the lead. So Cruder has had a brilliant charge as Frosty Life goes very deep, and will not be challenging Cruder anytime soon, as Logan in P5 looking pretty good at the moment. Sin Icon 12 seconds further back. Once again, Josh 1.5 behind Sin Icon, like it was about 10 laps ago, as Bratty gets ahead of Smithy as they're battling now for P9. Smithy gets the switch back, and he's going to try and get back ahead of Bratty as Tigo, I think, has caused the yellow. This is a good battle. Smithy versus Bratty down to turn 12. Who's going to yield? None of them are going to yield. They both break late. They both leave enough space. Bratty and Smithy will to wheel. Smithy has hit Bratty's front left tyre and has nearly once again has been spun, but he manages to save it as Logan now into the pit lane. Bratty gets ahead of Smithy. That was a nice little tussle, a little on edge, but it was hard racing. So
Bram!
Nathan now gets the penalty. Bram!
He's just lost 3 seconds to his teammate, and Cruder is right on the back of him. I've just seen that.
There?
I was about to say, the gap between Bram and Thieves was so consistent. It was 6.7 seconds pretty much every lap. But something's happened to Bram, and he's lost over 3 seconds.
Well, whatever's happened, it's brought Cruder to only 1.5 seconds, and Frosty Life, after having his spin with and Bram being collected, is only 2 seconds off him as well. Fees 9 seconds out in front. He can pit if he wants to. He can go a long way into this race if he wants to, because he has such a big gap. So, what about Josh Crabtree? Still 1.5 behind Sin Icon. The gap is staying as it is between those two. Let's see. He stays out. He starts lap 15. We are past the halfway mark, as Thieves is only 14 laps away from sealing the title, as Bram, his teammate, into the pits. Look at that front right, nearly very much degraded. So Cruder stays out on the hard compound tyre. He's going to go very late into this race, and surprisingly, we've lost only 2 drivers, and even more surprisingly, we haven't had a safety car yet this season, this race. Frosty Life, again, look at the front right tyre. It's very much degraded, as Bram will come out behind Josh Crabtree. So Josh has got ahead of Bram. The undercut has worked for the Red Bull, and Bram might even lose out to Erosia there. Very close, but Bram does just stay ahead, but he's going to be on a bit more, obviously not cold tyres because it's surface only, but still he's going to have to get used to those tyres for at least this lap, and Erosia's going to be all over the back of him. So, Cruder 10 seconds off these, and he's actually gaining a little bit on the Ferrari. So, can Erosia try anything on Bram? Not quite. Arsenal comes in. Warren probably will get ahead of him. As looking further there. Smithy versus Bratty again. So down the inside goes the AlphaTauri and gets ahead of him. Bratty will have the DRS for the next straight, as Billy is arriving on the scene now as well, as they've all got new tyres, and the only drivers not to pit in this race now are Frosty and Thieves. As Thieves comes around the final corner, Thieves is staying out. Thieves is staying out once again. 16 laps on those mediums. Is he going to go for the softs? Who knows? But is Frosty coming in? No, he's not either. So we look back to Bratty, Terra and Smithy. They've already passed the straight and nothing changed. That's probably a warning for Bratty. Billy all over the back of the Alpine, who finished P2, remember, last time after a bunch of his unfortunate connection issues. So Bram has lost out to Josh Crabtree, who's now within a second of Sin Icon. Frosty Life losing time behind Cruder who's gaining time on Thieves. And Warren gets a penalty. Cruder I think if he pits now, will be behind Josh. But I wonder if Cruder can do the overcut now on Bram and get out ahead of him. This would be very good for Red Bull if they could. But at the moment, nothing championship changing at the moment. Wonder what must be going through Thies's head. He's got a cool, calm, controlled race in front of him. 13 laps to go as Josh Crabtree has got it all to do, and he sends another move down the inside of the Williams and gets P4. Sin Icon didn't even have the greatest exit, so I'm not sure if he'll come back at him. So Josh Crabtree up into P4 then and has now got to push to hopefully stay ahead of Cruder Bays and Frosted Life when they pit to at least get P2 after poor qualifying from him for P4. But he has got ahead of Sin Icon as Bram has now got a job to do for the Williams. As Thies is in, making sure not to speed. Cruder Bays is going to stay out. And now the team and mind games begin. Frosty Life nearly misses the pit lane, nearly hits into the wall. We got a yellow. Oh, Josh Crabtree! Second in the World Championship has spun. He's made another mistake. Oh, and that's lost him all that hard work. And is that the championship done for Josh Crabtree? He's now down to 7th. Frosty Life and Thies are in. Thies will come out. And there's Sin Icon. Thies is actually... the gap I thought would have been bigger, but actually Sin Icon is only about 3 seconds behind Thies now. Wow, Josh Oh my god, if Josh hadn't have spun, him and Thies could have been wheel to wheel by now. Josh Crabtree has made a costly error, a huge error of that as he heads through turn 5. He could have been wheel to wheel with his championship rival because the gap was about there. Nick, what do you make of that?
This is crazy stuff, like I said just before the race. Tier 2 brings amazing and dramatic events. And once again, that has happened, and I believe that is Nathan there, just on the exit of turn 3, having a little bit of a spin and trying to get back onto the track.
Yeah, he realised he couldn't go that way, so just reset the track. Fair enough on him. Warren didn't get ahead of Arsenal. I'm not sure what happened.
I've just been
17.
I think that's the best battle yet. I mean, Warren's lost a couple
What
seconds.
battle?
Warren and Arsenal.
You think
5 seconds apart.
You think that's the best
70
battle?
70 seconds off the lead. Greatest part of the race so far.
So Cruder Bays doesn't decide to hold these up and do the Perez strat. He is in. He will be on the quicker medium compound tyre, and he will be very quick towards the end as Thies takes back the lead. And he has 10 laps to go then. Sin Icon might be my driver of the day now because he is in P2. He is ahead of Bram, and could you have expected this? Sin Icon, he's really come alive in the last stage of this race as Josh Crabtree is going to be ahead of his teammate. But that is a brilliant strategy, brilliant stint from Cruder Bays to come out in P6 just ahead of Frosty as Billy gets a penalty. So started last on P6 with the quicker compound of tyre. Sin Icon, only 3 seconds off the lead. Thies' lead got, like, just 2/3 of that lead got destroyed by the rest of them. But Bram, after being caught up in a collision with Frosty Life, both neither at fault. Frosty just made a mistake and Bram unfortunately got collected. Is on the verge of taking back P2 again. Ferrari, after winning the Constructors with love, another 1-2 to seal out the season. And Bram now goes around the outside of Sin Icon. Can he take P2 back? Yes, he can, as Frosty Life has left the session. I thought that said out of the session. Right, we'll get him back. Unfortunately, his connection hasn't been the greatest this season.
Just there.
Great move by Bram.
Yeah, great move from Bram, and Warren with another penalty. He's now into the pits. Oh my god, I thought I just nearly saw one of the Ferraris lose the back end.
Well, it's going to be 15, I think. He's
and
just
that's
served it. Thies sets the fastest lap. Yeah. There we go. He served one of his 5 seconds. Right, so him, Arsenal, and mainly Cruder Bays are on the medium compound tyre. Frosty Life, obviously his AI has lost a position to Logan. That's so unfortunate for him after a front row start. It's very close between Bram, Sin Icon and Erosia still. As Brighty Terror is now in the pit lane. I'm just trying to find biggest gainer so far. Erosia, as Frosty Life joins back. It goes without saying, even though it was a bit complicated what he was doing at the start of qualifying, praise should be there. P4 after starting P18. Very good on him, and a podium still looks possible. But with that penalty, remember, it might not if we get a safety car at the end. But we got 10 laps and still no safety car. We had a VSC after lap 1, but that was it. We'll leave it on penalties. You know what tyres everyone's on. So 5 seconds for Thies then ahead of Bram. 6/10 ahead of Sin Icon, who's staying within DRS's wheel to wheel between 7. Billy there, banging wheels. Billy really wanted to hold on to this last points playing position, but with 6 seconds of penalties, Seb will inherit it. But now we'll go around the outside of the McLaren, and can he get ahead of Billy's? The wheel to wheel into turn 9. The Haas just gets ahead of Billy, nearly hitting him. Billy goes very wide into the path of Seb and goes off. That was 100% Billy's fault. 5-second penalty for Nathan for crossing the white line. We got a yellow. That's Erosia, and that gives Josh and Crudevez an extra position. So Red Bull now find themselves in 4th and 5th. Erosia has made a mistake as Billy was really aggressive there to Seb, but he has got into P10 at the cost of it. Busted life back in, down in P8. Josh Crabtree really just hasn't got the pace to gain on Sin Icon. Crudevez might even overtake him at this rate, as Josh is messing with a lapped car. I think that's Warren. It is, yeah. Is Warren really going to battle with one of the championship leaders there, wheel to wheel?
I'm not gonna lie, Warren has been with Josh for like a whole of 1 lap. So
the wheel to wheel,
I say
heading down to turn 6. Warren gets ahead of Josh Crabtree, can you believe it? So Warren is ahead of the Red Bull, but the Red Bull gets the better exit on the hard compound tyres, and I think he's gifted Josh DRS there, yes, so this will help Josh a little bit, as Warren doesn't have it, but good little scrap, even if he's a lap down. Good on Warren. Right, Thies, nearly 6 seconds out in the lead. He has been leading this race from start to finish nearly, besides the time when Crudevez led after he pitted. It's looked all smooth sailing for Thies out in front, and he's only 9 laps away now from winning the World Championship. We got a yellow. Oh, we got Nathan. Oh my God, commentator's curse. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's happened, Warren.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw Chaz F1, a retired driver, and I was saying in the chat, surely he's got it wrapped up. And I wanted to say, oh well, look what happened in 2021 in real life.
Nick, there's a safety car, and we have a Red Bull heading into the pits for, I believe, soft compound tyres.
And literally,
I've seen this somewhere before. I've seen this surely somewhere before.
Chaz said, oh, he's got it wrapped up, surely. And I was like, no.
Oh my God. The leader's on hards,
crazy.
and the Red Bull's just pitted for softs. What is happening?
Oh my
That could
days.
not have come at a worse time. I literally said Thies is 9 laps away from winning this, but Nathan has crashed, and it was a legitimate crash because that turn 3 is catching him a lot, and he lost it, and he crashed, and now the difference between Formula 1 and Formula 1 in 2021 for the finale is if Thies will decide to pit, and I think he can this time, but the safety car is waiting at turn 5.
I think he might be able to. We've got Josh Crabtree, 29.
You know, you sure as hell know Crudevez is staying out though.
Yeah, well, Josh Crabtree, 29 seconds behind Thies currently, so he should be able to...
Oh yeah, he'll get out. Oh, and Sin Icon as well pitted. So this isn't going to help Erosia, who has a penalty, but the rest... Well, you said Josh might be on 2 warnings. Oh my, I don't even want to read the chat. What is that curse? Nathan... Oh, you have the worst timing. Oh, I have the worst timing. Thies is in. So it's not going to be anything like that last year. So Thies is in. Ferrari are going to have to stack here. So Brown comes in. Crudevez, will he stay out? Is this the championship defining moment? He comes in as well, so he's not going to stay out. They're all going to be on softs. Erosia follows them in. So it should remain in order. So Warren has smartly not pitted, and Warren can now unlap himself. Crudevez, where are the other 2? They have to stick to a limiter, remember. So can they gain anything? Sin Icon back into P3. Actually, he's in P2. Could this mean Josh Crabtree can now be in P3? There's Bram coming out the pit lane. Oh, Bram's going to stay ahead of Josh Crabtree then. So Sin Icon has got back ahead of Bram. But Josh Crabtree is now up into P4. The top 6 all on the softs as Frosty's left again. Let's get him back in. Thank you all to everyone tuning in. This is a dramatic turn of events for the finale. 7 laps to go with a safety car. Thies has led nearly the whole way. It really is. Josh Crabtree can see his championship rival turning into turn 6 now. That safety car, that bright red car is not the one he's focused on. It's the one behind him. Arsenal 5 seconds of speeding. The pack are going to be bunched up, and let's hope Lord Lenny himself that the pack will stay in a single file. Will, if you can put a message in the announcements, that would be great, because I think a warning would be
a good reminder for these guys.
Arsenal
Stay in single file.
getting a 5-second under safety car is nothing abnormal to a tier 2 race, but it wouldn't be a tier 2 race without it. And brilliant stuff for the final race, and it just shows how crazy this whole entire season has been.
Single effing file, people. Frosty's back in. Right, no lapped cars this time round, so we're not going to have any controversy, hopefully. we're going to cross the finish line with 7 laps to go at the moment, and it will all depend if Warren and Arsenal can catch up, because I bet by the end of this lap at least Bratty will catch up. We've lost Chaz F1, who retired in the pit lane, Frankie, who retired in the pit lane, Nathan, who's changed the course of this race by crashing at turn 3. I'm 100% sure it wasn't on purpose, because that was an accidental crash, because he obviously, remember, he reset the track there a few laps prior to that. He's just been struggling. It's an unfortunate way to end the season for him, but he has left a mark. This race has taken a new turn, as Warren and Arsenal having to stick to limiters, as are Bratty and Tigo, really, unless they have to catch up now. Right, top 6 on the softs, Logan on the mediums, Billy and George have stayed out. They got nothing to lose on the hards. Smithy on the softs in a hard compound sandwich, and then followed by his teammate Seb on the softs, followed by Frosty and Tigo on the same. Bratty on the mediums, Warren on the mediums, as Arsenal nearly hit. What's going on with Arsenal?
Oh, Arsenal again. I've just come back from blowing my nose, and like I said, classic tier 2.
I thought he was going to crash then. Like, I thought he was going to hit the wall, but then he just kind of went forward and then reversed. Well, whatever happened, he's not catching the safety car if it comes in this lap. Warren probably won't either. These two are going to fight for it, I guess. Fight for P15. Serving one of his penalties, I guess that's kind of smart, but when you're not catching the safety car, it's not really going to do much. So, we'll see if the safety car... Yeah, we'll see if the safety car does come in this lap. Not all the drivers have been bunched up yet. And, These does lead them, but he does not have his teammate right behind him this time. Sin Icon can go for it if he wants, as what's happened with George and Smithy. Smithy was ahead of George, so he stays ahead of George. Stay in single file, please, guys. We do not want any controversy in the finale. At the moment, we've made it 23 laps without anything really big to discuss after.
God.
What's happening.
It makes
Nick.
me anxious to just watch the drivers get so close to each other. I'm on board with George, and even his teammate Seb has just nearly given themselves a 5 second. Like, just space out. It's fine.
Oh, that was close. Right.
Oh,
remember, single file at the
Frosty
restart.
Life going into the pits.
Oh, why? It's got a penalty.
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know if he's got any damage.
What's that all
or not,
about?
but no front wing change.
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Dodgy guy.
Right then. Warren will catch them up. Warren's going to be ahead of Frosty Life for this race.
That's my goat.
Right then. The safety car is probably going to come in. Oh, Arsenal.
Oh.
He's done a Latifi.
What's this guy doing?
We've seen it. We've seen the Latifi. Nearly. Well, EXFL version of Latifi is what's happened with Frosty Life. Jeez. I thought he went right off track then. Right. It's going to be a tough ask for Arsenal to catch the back of the pack, considering the pack are going through some straights right now. But that's one less lap left in this race. And I don't want to bring it up, but I will. We are approaching lap 28. Hashtag void lap 28. Let's hope nothing happens on that lap. We have lap 29 this time around because of obviously the extended, the shortened, should I say, track, giving us an extra lap. What will happen in that extra lap, we do not know. But if the safety car comes in this lap, we will have 5 laps of running left of this Tier 2 Season 5 World Championship. These is in the lead as the safety car does come in this lap. Ahead of Sin Icon, who has nothing to lose, never won a Grand Prix,
That makes sense.
never had a podium. He's had a lot of top 5s and top 10s, but he's having the best race of the season for him. Bram behind him is going to hopefully get a move on. We're going to see Josh versus Bram again as they headed into this corner on lap 1 and 2 with some very spicy and great stuff before Josh unfortunately spun. Josh, no mistakes now. Arsenal has caught up to the back of the pack nearly. And Thieves will decide when they go. So, no one alongside this time, please. Yep, Bram staying behind. And Thieves will go when he chooses to, as the safety car is into the pit lane now. And when will the championship leader and the race leader go? He's taking it right to the last corner. There's a bit of collisions further back between Arsenal, Frosty, Bratty, and oh, what's going on here? I was looking at the leaderboard, but Sin Icon backs out as Bram goes right behind Sin Icon. Josh has it all to do then for people. Bram goes wide. These leads then into turn 2.
Contact at the back.
Oh no, not again. Smithy's out of the race. I don't think there's any more laps left in time for a safety car. Anyway, these from Sin, from Bram, wheel to wheel with the Williams. Josh seizes his opportunity, can't quite get it though, as Smithy has left the session. Smithy got involved in an incident, and that means there are no laps left for any more safety cars. These weaving all the time. He's done enough. He's done his one weave, and Sin Icon had a little look at Thieves down the inside into turn 1, but could not quite do it. He backed off. So the top 5 should I say, Budapest, who really tried, who really looked like he was promised for a good result on those mediums compared to everyone else on the hards. It has not gone his way. Still in 5th. We got carnage at the back of the field.
Honestly.
Between Bratty and Billy, and everything's going crazy. What is this?
Out of turn 1, I looked behind and I saw about 5 cars.
Oh my God! Billy!
Elsie ended up back there.
Oh, and George and Seb, what is happening?
And there's a safety car.
Safety car! Oh my Lord!
It's going to
we
be
got
a
safety car!
dash.
We're going to have a 2 or 3 lap dash at this rate. George and Billy both decided to straight line the wall, and Seb got caught in it too. These is in! What is These doing? These!
Nah, what's this guy doing? Bruce trying to be Bruce is trying to be the main character right now. This guy's lagging. Nah, this guy, he's a silly Billy, you know. He's a silly Billy. He's been held. He's an AI or something.
No.
I think Thieves might be an AI.
Thieves.
He went into the pit box and the car did not release him. That's only what happens when you're in AI.
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the race-defining moment. Thieves has gone in AI, I believe.
He's in
and
AI.
has put mediums on. And the people in front of him don't have penalties. Oh my God.
What?
Has he
Jaden,
just thrown it away?
How is it currently standing?
So Josh needs to be P2 or higher, even if Thieves didn't score to win this championship. Sin Icon leads the Grand Prix. What on earth have I just seen? Thieves, after leading nearly this whole race, is down in 8th. The 7 in front of him, usually the skill he has over the rest, do not have a penalty, and neither does he. So that area is crossed out.
Personally, #1 rule of a safety car is always drive past the safety car by yourself, because the AI are so unpredictable. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to throw any shame or any curses on anyone, but Sin Icon, he's doing brilliantly so far in this race. I don't even think we've ever seen him anywhere near the top 3. And imagine, imagine if
maybe Japan.
the unexpected happens and he bottles it, and then Josh Crabtree's in 2nd.
Well, remember he's got Bram. I think that's the main
that is
reason.
But
he's got to make his way past Bram. Who's got the fastest lap? Let's check. Thieves. Okay. They are on the softs.
Crazy.
They are on the softs. Restart lap 27. We are going to have 2 laps of running. Can you believe it? We've actually got a safety car right at the end. I am so surprised when Smithy crashed on the safety car restart, like just after it. I thought, because no safety car came out, I thought we don't have enough laps now in this Grand Prix for another safety car. And then Billy and George decided to straight line.
It wasn't just Smithy. I'm pretty sure there was an Alpha or something spun as well. There was debris everywhere, and it wasn't a safety
10th.
car.
Erosia's 11th. Seb 12th.
You
Tito
think
13th.
We only had 16 drivers on that
now we have 30.
on that last safety car, and now the leaderboard on the side just looks so small.
What's going on in These's head? He's on mediums now. I mean, Bratty and Logan are also on mediums.
I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness! And he's got
Frosty Life.
Hiroshia behind him who could put up a real fight. You know, he shows
Warren.
punches. And Warren,
Warren's
if he
behind
takes him out.
these.
Oh, Jay,
Right
I'm
then.
not looking forward to it.
Right then.
I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
We're going to finish this race. We're going to finish this championship season with the safety car hopefully coming in this lap. We think it should do. It is in this lap. Okay.
Strap yourselves in because this is going to be potentially the craziest 2 laps of the season. Sin Icon, of all drivers, leads the Grand Prix. Ahead of Bram, ahead of both Red Bulls. They're all hoping, as Sin Icon has to make the pace now. He can't speed up or slow down. He hasn't led a restart yet. What will be going through Thieses' head? They have to stay in single file, and they're all keeping it. Bram is not getting close to the back of Sin Icon. He has to keep within 10 car lengths. It's Bram holding Josh up so he can't win this race. Bram, that is illegal because he's now probably more than 10 car lengths behind Sin Icon. Don't know what's happening there, Bram, but you have probably messed this all up. That is going to be a penalty at that rate.
And that could easily just give the position to Josh Crabtree right there and then.
Right, well, that's way more than 10 car lengths. Bram, you've screwed this over because if you get a penalty, Josh is P2 anyway. So, they restart. Bram may have just made this so anticlimactic, but whatever.
But, I mean...
We don't really want to see that happen, but...
Is that Caesar?
Erosia down to last.
No,
it's both
Erosia.
Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, I was
Right then,
just
Sin
going to say,
Icon.
though, Josh has got that one warning.
Josh far enough down the inside. He's going to make the lunge down the inside. Bram sees him coming. It's a late lunge by Crabtree, who takes second place in the race. Bram and Crabtree now wheel to wheel. The Red Bull and the Ferrari, who's already caused controversy on this race. And at the end of the race, they're wheel to wheel. We've seen them on lap 1. We're going to see them on lap 28 again. The other Red Bull now watching them battle as Crudabase watches these two. Is it going to be a switch? No, because he's got Logan behind him. Josh Crabtree up to P2. He is in title-winning position. Thieves down in P8 still. He's got nothing he can do on those mediums. Here comes Crudabase now down the inside. He's got a slipstream. He goes round the outside of Bram. Can he take the move on the Ferrari? Bram in the slipstream. Takes back P3, goes off the track in doing so. Crudabase all over the back of the Ferrari. Is he going to send it? He is going to try, but can't quite do it. As we've got a yellow Bratty Terror. Frosty off the track. Bratty battles him. He's watching all this unfold. He's going to try a little look. Can't quite, but there's a massive gap behind
In
Thieves.
front of Thieves has no left end plate. And if Thieves can't get past, he's going to be held up for a very long time. And this
Fastest lap of the race goes to Sin Icon.
Oh.
We have got 3.2 miles of racing action all the way to the checkered flag as the crowd roar the drivers on to the final lap of this race, the final lap of this World Championship. Bram versus Josh. Josh sent it on the inside of Josh on turn 5. Final lap of the race. Bram can't try it on this time round. Josh sent it at turn 5 last lap. Thieves now battling with Frosty Life for the final time. Can't quite get past him, but at the moment it looks like it's going to go the way of Thieves, but Bram is coming back at Josh. Now wheel to wheel, the Ferrari and the Red Bull. It's not the Ferrari. Oh my lord! Frosty Life! Josh and Bram, they're out of the race! Oh! Bram and Josh have collided on the final lap of the Grand Prix, and they are both out. Bram has taken Josh out. Josh has taken Bram out. And that means he's been promoted up to the position he needs to finish in this Grand Prix. Utter chaos. Utter unimaginable chaos. Of all the drama, of all the controversy, of all the magic moments in EXFL in Tier 2 Season 5, it comes down to this. And at this moment, it looks like it's going to go the way for Thieves, who goes down the inside of Frosty. They're battling to the line. As Bratty spins, Red Bull not happy, Ferrari will be delighted. They have shared a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in Tier 2 Season 5. Thieves van Rijnsbergen is champion of the world. Can you believe it? Sin Icon has won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He is a race winner in a controversial style ending to the Grand Prix. He wins from Crudabase and Logan gets his first podium. That was anything but chaotic, that was anything but controversial. But in the expense of it all, Thieves van Rijnsbergen is world champion. Bram, apologies, but you did kind of mess that all up.
I know, I'm not sure if it was Bram though. There's people in the chat saying that Josh did turn into Bram's tyre.
No, I was talking about the restart.
Oh yeah, he did shoot himself in the foot there.
Tensions were boiling and it exploded.
Yeah.
Josh and Bram came together on the final lap of the race. We saw one of the title contenders once again get taken out in the final race like last season. And once again, it's a controversial end. Thies has got the points. Josh didn't even score. Thies is now 30 points ahead of Josh, so I'm not sure anything can change. But there you have it. He finished 4th in the end. Bratty Terra spun right at the end. P11 for him. Warren got a point. Arsenal got 2 points. Erosio got 4. Seb 6. Frosty 8. Tigo got 5th. Logan gets his first podium. Cruder A's finished 2nd from last. Amazing. Sin Icon though wins and gets fastest lap. That is a brilliant result for him. He wins and he will be ecstatic after joining. He so deserves that. But Bram obviously did pretty much gift it him at the restart. But these Ferrari, it's the double. Thies Van Rijnsbergen is champion in a very, very, very controversial way. His teammate and his championship rival came together on the straight at turn 6 on the last lap. Nick.
I don't have any words, Jaden.
No.
I
just said all mine. I can't say anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. There was an image in my mind of it. I wasn't sure if Thies was gonna maybe have an incident with Frosty Life, as Frosty Life was very slow with his front wing damage. And then, you know, I was worrying. I'm not gonna lie about Sin Icon. You know, the first time at the top, and yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna drop it. I mean, could you imagine if Josh was able to get past both of them? But it was so unfortunate. And for the championship protagonists to go out with a literal bang, yeah, it's not the greatest of things that you want to see, but very unfortunate.
That was crazy. Just this season has been a roller coaster. We never got off it once, I don't think. Even when we wanted to, something just got thrown at us again to make us stay on, and it's been such a wild ride. And I think even though, say if Josh and Bram finished second, third, second, either way, whichever one they finished, Thies was going to win the championship anyway. And I'll gladly say it now, even during all this controversy and chaotic talks going on. I think Thies did deserve it more. He had the more wins, he had more bad luck, and still Josh was going to fight him right into the final race. But Thies did everything he could in that race. But I still want to find out what happened with the pit stop. I'm guessing his AI.
Yeah,
no way would he have made a conscious choice to do that. But even after pitting, he still would have won the championship.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I believe some
deserved.
of the drivers are going to do some donuts if you would like to join their lobby.
Yeah.
And get it on stream.
We did say we were going to plan some donuts for the champion.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest. I'm just looking through the chat now. Oh my god. So I'm just looking through the chat now before we get any action. Actually, we'll get Thies in. We may as well get the World Championship winner in the party. We'll look at the chats later. Those aren't going anywhere. We'll just wait and patiently wait for the World Champion to join the party. I still don't know. I think Thies, I think Bram, I think Josh
Nick, who do you think was at fault for that incident then, Josh or Bram?
I believe from memory, I believe Bram went for a tight gap, and obviously on that straight you lose that lane when the track just slightly goes to the left. But from what I saw on Bram's PV, the wheel did not go left or right, which would lead me to believe that it was probably more Josh's fault.
Well, Bram obviously didn't have as much room as Josh. He left it late. Oh, wow. Come on, please, join.
I believe the drivers are hoping to do the donuts in the current
Yeah, I
lobby.
know.
So we just need to change some settings and then...
Well, like we said, we're down to do some donuts with the championship winner at the moment. If these would join the party and interview time. What a dramatic race. Wow. Josh had a lot to do, and by Thesa's own error, or AI error, gifted him half a chance, because if These was P8 and Josh was P2, 18 points for Josh, 4 points for These, would have gained 14 on him, but These still would have won by 4 points. But by Bram slowing everyone down at the restart and Sin Icon getting a big lead to the rest as he crossed the line, which I still stand by was way more than 10 car lengths, so Bram will be penalised, even though he's, out. I don't think it was right what Bram did at the restart, but as for the crash, I have no idea whose fault it was. Still waiting on These. And These was still getting his elbows out on that last lap, fighting Frosty Life in the final sector, because he had no idea what was going to happen. But I want to know what his reaction was, passing Josh Crabtree. The fact that they just both got crashed out the race. Oh, here we go, riding a wall with Bram.
Yeah, I
Goes
believe
to the outside of Josh.
Josh just doesn't allow the room when when Bram has to come to the left.
Bram was very ballsy today. Fair enough, helping his teammate, but I don't know. You know how the road kind of closes as soon as you enter the end of it? Yeah, he follows that. He doesn't. If the road was normal, he would have gone straight. But the fact that the blue line kind of shifts to the left, so he also shifts to the left.
Josh didn't give room to allow
I think
that.
Josh. I don't know. Does Josh maintain his line though? Because Bram's the one who moves.
But Bram has to move at the end of the day, because if Bram doesn't move and Josh doesn't give the space, then it would be on Josh.
Yeah. Now, looking at that, Josh doesn't move, but Bram obviously has to move from the line. So Josh keeps his line,
and at
wants
that
to force
speed, and
give
the wall is so close, you just can't react.
Yeah. That would have been such a dangerous crash in real life. Yeah. Josh, I still think, keeps where he is. He leaves a space. Even when the road closes up, he still leaves space. I wouldn't argue that's Josh's fault, but I still wouldn't argue that's Bram's fault. It's just, it's unfortunate. Once again, lost my voice. Can These join this lobby, this party already? Here we go. The world champion has joined the party. Hello, These.
Hello.
Well, after all that's happened, a lot to talk about, but at the expense of it all, Thies van Rijnsbergen, Tier 2 Season 5 World Champion.
Yes. I mean, I'm very happy, but I'm also very annoyed because it's I just the safety car went out. I immediately said to Bram like, okay, we shouldn't pit, just stay out. I went into AI and somehow my AI decided to pit like on the flipping mediums.
We
And
couldn't believe it. We thought it was Josh Hewitt all over again from last year. From last season.
yeah, it was just. I mean, I did have new mediums, but then it was P8. I was just very annoyed because, I mean, I was prepared to lose the championship. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't prepared to lose it in such a way. But at the end, Bram and Josh had an incident. Bram immediately told me it was Josh's fault, and I looked at the clip and I agree with him. I think other people do as well. The track on the right hand side just stops, you have to go to the left. Josh doesn't leave any room. So yeah, I think that's a racing incident. So I think I've won it fairly. I mean,
You were gonna win it anyway.
I mean, I was P8. Yeah,
Yeah, Josh was
at the end.
second, and there was no way
I mean,
it was
it was
catching Sin
chaos
Icon.
in front of me because it was an incident between Ready Terror and Frosty Life.
and all
Frosty
that.
Life lost his wing and he was defending hard for a position, which I mean
And
he
then
has the
Bryce
right
scored.
to, but it wasn't. Yeah, I mean he had a 3-second penalty anyway, so it didn't really matter for me. But and he was
Yeah.
defending hard with the broken front wing, so I was just. Oh yeah, I shouldn't race hard because then I could possibly lose the fucking flipping championship. It again. But then Josh retired and then I went for a risky overtake through the Latifi corner because
Yeah, you
take a
still
risk
got your
then.
elbows out
It's-
right
it's
to the
still-
line.
still P4. But I'm pretty annoyed that I could have had a podium at least. Would have been sick if I would
Could
have
have won.
could have won. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
on for a
'cause
grand.
you were
Slam,
leading
for
the
my-
whole- nearly
for my
the whole
first
time.
Grand Slam. I was
Yeah,
leading
well,
every lap.
I don't. Did you lead every lap because
Yeah, I
Kudaves
did.
was first for some of it? He
Yeah,
stayed out,
yeah,
but I'm not sure if
for-
it was a lap.
For not even, I mean, I pitted and then one lap later.
He
It
pits.
doesn't matter.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, you were on course to win the race. Everything fell into play for you. You didn't see Josh once in that race, really, in terms of like he was battling you, but then you pitted.
mean,
you're
I
down to
heard-
8th.
I heard from Bram that he was racing pretty hard, and I was just telling him, okay, be careful, don't step
Yeah,
out
so
of
Bram
it.
and Josh.
Uh,
Yeah, Bram and Josh were having a lot of battling on the first couple of laps and right at the end, and then obviously you gave Sin Icon his first win. I guess that's one positive to take from. But yeah, Bram did something. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone else's opinions on this yet. But the final restart, Bram, I'm pretty sure was more than 10 car lengths behind Sin Icon. Obviously giving Sin Icon the chance to win, but also taking away the chance for Josh to get past him and Sin Icon for the win. I just want to hear your thoughts on Bram's actions at the restart, and obviously what you think.
which restart?
The last one, where he gave Sin Icon about a 2 or 3 second lead at the restart, and he slowed
Yeah.
everyone else down.
I mean, he did it because if Josh overtook him, at least he probably didn't have the opportunity to overtake Sin. So
Yeah, true, because Josh was behind Sin for a lot of that race, and actually
I
Sin
mean-
was keeping the gap pretty
I mean,
even.
the Red Bull did it too in Brazil. So I don't see why
Did
it would
they?
be like
When? Sorry, re-jog my memory.
the safety car restart. I think they did
Nick?
it as well.
Hello.
Oh yeah, they did, but they kept. Sorry, I remember now. Yeah, yeah, Krudove said. Yeah, but I think he still stayed quite close to. Anyway, we'll go on to something else. Nick, do you have any questions for our new world champion?
Oh my god, how does it feel? The power and the happiness and I don't know how many more words I can actually think of. But how does it feel knowing that, you know, I knew there was probably a lot of stress for you when your AI unexpectedly hit, and I knew you were dreading it. I could just sense. But how does it feel to be EXFL Tier 2's newest world champion?
I mean, for now, I'm still a bit annoyed because this is not how I would have wanted to end it. Like, the incident, I don't really mind. I mean, not like I don't really mind, I just don't really care because, in my opinion, it was a racing incident. And if Josh takes that much risk in his DNFs, yeah, I mean, that's just stupid from him. But I just wanted to win the race, man. You know? 9th race,
Yeah.
record-breaking podium. And I was about to win it. I don't see why I would not win it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate race. If this happened during the course of the season, it would have been a very annoying race. But hopefully the championship kind of lifts your spirits up a bit.
It does,
And-
it does, but just not
Yeah.
yet, I think.
And even though some drivers want to do donuts, if they could just hold out for a little bit, we would like to see some donuts from you, if that's all right.
Yes,
Yes. So if you can join back in this, you're in here, right? Yes.
I am.
Okay. Yeah. So if anyone wants to just inform the drivers, I'm going to make a new lobby because I can't kick all of them. That would A, be rude, and B, I can only kick one person before it then disallows me. So I'll make a new lobby, please, and then I'll just invite you.
Yes.
So I don't know, lap 1 you can pretend, I don't know, you've just crossed the line, all the emotions, and then lap 2 you can do your donuts. Right. I'll invite you as well, Nick. I'm just making it now. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in to watch the race, and if you want to stay watching for the donuts and watch these make history even more, you can indeed, as the session's not making itself. Come on. How was your reaction with Bram when you crossed the line? Obviously things kind of changed it from being simple. Please?
Yes.
How was your
Well, sir.
reaction when you crossed the line?
I mean, I would say the reaction of like winning the championship was more when Josh DNF'd, so it was like half a lap earlier.
Nick, can you make it, please?
Okay.
And then like when I crossed the line, I was just a bit
Elated.
annoyed.
Oh, the opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's good he thinks that way. It's good. He takes it one race at a time. He still is evaluating that race alone. But I'm sure in time you will understand what you've just achieved here tonight. You join a very prestigious list of Kian, Will, Moore Island, Joe Parcel, and now Thijs van Rijnsberg.
Thijs van Rijnsbergen.
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 I tried to copy the thing from last
no,
year. My
no,
voice
no.
was pretty much dead by the end, but I still tried.
It would have been so much more epic if I just... Yeah, okay. I mean, I didn't really expect my pace to be that good. My quali pace too, because
Can you invite us, Nick?
Yes.
I started like practicing today, and I did like not even 2 hours of practice, and still my pace was good. But I knew it was a good track of mine. McDouble.
Right, if you want to keep it on invite only, Nick.
Yep.
Okay, joining. I'm not sure if I have to restart my F1 or not. And if I do, I don't know if that's going to end the stream. If you like go onto it, yeah, it says error. If you go onto a different game, does the stream end?
I believe it just goes to a Twitch home screen and then it should come back.
Okay.
I think
me,
it does.
Okay, let me try. Right. If it does kick the stream off, thank everyone for watching. There'll be a second stream if this kicks me out. But hopefully. It doesn't.
This soundtrack is getting me going.
Right, invite us again, Nick.
Okie dokie.
Never mind, no second stream. So Josh sent it on the inside of Bram Verstappen style on lap 28, and then one lap later Bram had a little look, but then decided the outside to get a better run at Josh, and then that's when the incident happened. Thies, are you joining?
Oh wait, I'm on Do Not Disturb. Yes, I want to join now.
Right, as soon as you join these, Nick go spectate. I'm just going to check the settings real quick, make sure they're all good. Don't ready up yet. You got it on midnight. Nick.
Change it.
And make the session length 100% so Thies doesn't run out of fuel.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter about the starting grid.
No.
Session start time says random, Nick.
Yeah, I'm now doing it, broski.
Okay. Rules off. Yeah. Don't need the safety car or whatever. Damage off.
I bet it makes
Surface
sense.
only.
It's formation level.
Yeah.
Alright.
Surface only. And that should be good. Alright then. These, if you pick your title winning car and ready up, that should be good.
Yes. I mean, I can't ready up because you are both in spectator mode. Someone has to
Oh, okay.
be in the car
Okay.
and.
Okay, my bad. Okay, go. I'll just retire at the start.
Do you want me to do it?
Actually, no.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Actually, I was thinking, wait, no, I can still get it, but it doesn't matter. Just pick your tire allocation real quickly, and then yeah. Maybe choose the hard compound tire, considering that the medium compound tire, considering that's the one you finish the race on.
I mean, that hurts, but I will do it.
Okay. Oh right, it hurts. Oh, I just got what you mean by that. If you wanna, yeah.
They want me to do a soft, medium strategy. That's a great strategy.
That's a great strategy.
I should do that right now, but I will change it to mediums.
There we go. World champion Thies van Rijnsbergen. Any words on your outline for the team, for yourself, for the league?
I'll just wait. I mean, I am a Dutchman, so I just have to. A moment of silence
any words in Dutch?
at this corner. Just. Okay. I had to do that. Epic corner.
Okay. Yes, epic corner.
No, should I say something in Dutch?
That's what I was literally going to say. Do you want any words in your own language for your country, for the team?
Okay, so just let me think.
It's fine.
Okay, I have it. Bram. Limburgse neef. Ja, jongen, voor het hele seizoen, voor alles. Perfecte teammate. Max Verstappen. Waar zou er jaloers op zijn geweest? Dankjewel iedereen die me heeft gesupport. En jij ook, opa. Dankjewel.
It's beautiful. Right then, the finish straight is yours to do donuts. The world champion. You might need to slow down a little bit. But yes. Round the final corner. Thies van Rijnsbergen. Across the line. In front of his adoring orange crowd. Does some donuts. Those tyres are going to be screaming.
I mean, they're fine now. 50%, 15%, I mean.
That's probably what you finish the race on, probably. Decorating the track, getting very close to the barrier. I don't know, for some reason when we go on the off-board, the donut, like, dust disappears, but if you want to... on the on-board it's there. I don't know, if you want to park up, I guess, in the middle of the track, we can get a cool shot of that. Backwards.
Right.
Could edit all the drivers on the grid just looking at these. World champion then. Well done, Thies. Surely the best driver this season. And I will admit now to you, live on stream, that I was hoping that you would win. You've driven the best, most wins, breaking records. It was only fitting you would win the championship. And despair goes out to Josh for how his race ended. It probably wouldn't have been enough anyway with Sin, but who knows what could have been. But you were both deserving, and this is a very much deserved championship. So what do you say you do some donuts with everyone else now?
Yes, that's a good thing.
Yes. Okay, so retire and we'll get everyone else in. Nick, if you want to make this lobby open when we get back in.
Will do.
Maybe turn ghosting. Was ghosting on or off?
Off.
It was off, right? Off. For some reason we can't see the smoke when we're off board. I have
Yeah.
no idea why.
I did.
New lobby has been
think
made for donut
the same.
session. Right. Make it open and we'll get people in. Actually, put it back to friends only. Because as soon as a lot of people join, then randomers will join.
Okay.
Yeah, friends only. There we go. Right. Right, let's get them in. And I'll spectate, because obviously me and Nick will look at it. Frankie, I guess, if he wants to join. We've got to get Sin Icon in. Warren. Billy. Bram. Let's get Bram in the party as well. Can celebrate with his teammate. I think you can join off me, guys, but I'll still invite everyone. Session is full.
Oh, yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, let him come in.
Okay, you can join now, everyone. There we go.
If only they would all join this quickly when we're setting up the lobby.
Right, let me get Logan in. He asked as well, but he's right at the bottom. Says he's offline. There we go.
Let's get ready to one ball.
See if Tigo wants to join. There we go. There's his invite. There we go.
We could like line up with the top 3. So
Could do.
me, Josh, and Bram.
Is Bram going to join the party or what?
Oh, I want. Oh, he's on Do Not Disturb.
Oh,
Idiot.
he's on.
I'll
He's also streaming, isn't he?
Yeah, and
You can always join Bram's party if you want. It's fine. We'll let you all have fun. You want to do that instead or what?
no, it's fine.
Okay, if you want.
Oh yes.
There we go. Bram's here. You want to include the audio, Bram? Hello.
Like this.
Okay then. Is this the people doing donuts 10? Alright then, they can ready up if they want.
Oh, almost my 3rd win, if it wasn't for that.
Your 3rd win.
I mean, I
First
could
win.
have.
Why did you
First.
say
I thought you said
first
first.
win, man?
I thought you said first win.
Yeah.
I was meant to say 3rd. Sin Icon, he drove good, and I had to hold up Josh because the
Oh yeah,
championship
we got
is
to
more.
see Sin Icon do donuts.
Because obviously, the championship is more important than a win.
Yes. Let me just message Sin Icon real quick, congratulating him because that was an awesome win.
Just stay out of the drama and you win. Time to kill these softs. Wait, is damage on?
No, it's 100% no rules, no damage race for donuts. You can
So
race
this
if you
time-
want, but no one else is gonna race.
So I can finally get taken out by you, Josh. No.
You can you can take out Jack. Right then. If you were all ready up, it doesn't really matter, strategy, whatever.
By the way, I'm sorry for such a dramatic ending. That wasn't meant to happen. I do not think it's my fault right now. I need to look at it tomorrow when I'm calmed down. But
Yeah, fair enough. We won't dive too much into the crash, but I do want to ask, why did you give Sin such a big gap that was way more than 10 car lengths?
no, if it's more than 10 car lengths, your engineer would have told you, and he didn't tell me.
I don't know. From the stream it looked, but who knows? Maybe it was exactly bang on 10. Who knows?
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, I saved my stream, so my POV is.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I
I
also
had the
have-
off-board, so maybe your on-board will be better. So. Anyway, 23 seconds away.
Oh, now I can
You
finally.
gave us some really good. You gave us some really good entertainment. With Josh at the start then.
He was attacking like crazy. It was insane. He was, I think, a second behind, and he tried a dive bomb.
Ah.
But I.
I'm just gonna get.
Go on.
I'm just gonna get Sin Icon in the party. Hopefully we can have an interview with the race winner. But anyway, 5 lights for the Donut Grand Prix.
No, nuts.
Right then. Enjoy. And we see a Ferrari already spinning out there. There's these. Some are gonna.
Hey,
drown out
Frankie
that.
hit
Some
me.
are just gonna have
That's the
madness.
point.
5-second time penalty then. We got both Red Bulls. Josh Crabtree has decided he's going to find you, Bram.
Oh no! Oh, I see him. No.
It's chaos. This is less chaotic than a normal Tier 2 Grand Prix. Jazz is having his out with Bram.
Oh,
Logan is winning.
Oh.
And we have the race winner. Sin Icon. Whee! Jason has won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Have you included your audio, mate, in the party? You go to party.
Yeah, I've included
and
it.
right at the top. You've included it? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, well, get in, mate. You get your first EXFL Tier 2 race win at the final Grand Prix of the season. How do you feel?
Oh, mate, I'm ecstatic. My heart was pounding. I didn't know what to do. Do you know what? Thank you, Bram. Is Bram in the school?
Yeah, Bram's here.
Yeah.
Oh, Bram. To be fair, it was a bit scary because I thought he was going to do more than 10 car lengths, but I was like, oh, he's going to hold up Josh.
That's what
I'm
I
going to
said.
easily go right through it. Oh, I was ecstatic. I knew it was a dominant track, but it was amazing.
No worries, mate.
We're gonna, even though you're not in your Williams, I hope we get to see some donuts from you now.
I'm in the Mercedes. Also, can I just quickly point out, I'd like to thank Josh Bratty-Terra for coaching me throughout the way, and Moore Island for being my engineer the whole time.
Oh, of course, mate.
I
Right.
just hit Josh in the same corner.
Oh no. What you had amazing pace because I noticed both after the pit stops you were 1.5 ahead of Josh and staying at that pace. So you had amazing pace, and you even pointed it out. Your time trial was only like 3/10 off me, I think. It was amazing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I saw the undercut, like a massive undercut happening, and I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. And then Josh, of course, did it as well. And then yeah, it just worked out.
Oh, when you joined the league, it was such a pleasure racing and talking, and I really hoped you would have a really good result. And when you started getting top 10 finishes, a few top 5s here and there, you have been one of the top drivers in the second half of this season. And there's
Thank
Arsenal, your teammate, just giving you a little well done bump. Williams, I think, may even have gained a place in the constructors. I have no idea at the moment. We're just looking through the celebrations as you're in the wall.
I can't reverse.
Glad
that.
it's. Oh dear, maybe reset.
Yeah.
But well done. Here's a little funny thing for you. It doesn't happen often, but I'm going to throw it back to Joe Parcel, Tier 2 Season 4 champion. He won the final race of Tier 2 Season 3, and then the following season he became world champion. So just going to throw that out there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
who
I'll
knows?
keep it noted.
And you have been coached by the Tier 2 Season 3 world champion himself, Moore Island.
All the way.
And now you can both proudly say you're race winners in the XFL. So it's Jubilee celebrations for you. I'm
Exactly.
very happy for you, and I'm sure everyone
Thank
else is,
you.
aren't you, Nick? Nick?
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Yes. So Logan, still winning across the line. Going to do some donuts, as is Crew de Vase,
Josh, mate.
along with him. Bram and what's Josh? Where's Josh?
Bro's driving into some barriers.
Bro's lagging. Right,
That's
here we go then.
bad.
Bees and Bram on the start-finish straight. Going to do some donuts with Logan and Jack, and I think Josh is going to follow them. Oh dear. Too many cars. There we go. There's a good angle. These, as much as your donuts were great, you did hit the wall a few times, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention anything.
Oh my god, look at this.
These are some
Look at this.
zesty donuts.
I mean, only if the game would work and add some smoke, but then again, we wouldn't see anything. So yes, these world champion, Josh second, Bram third. You know what? Screw it. We'll get them all in the party. They can include their audio if they want. Who do I invite? Chaz, Crew de Vase. This is all for fun. Nothing talking about the race. They're just having a nice laugh. Josh, where's Josh? Hello. If you want. Yeah, this is all for vibes. Nothing about the race. Just having some fun donuts. Where's Josh?
GG, lads. GG, fees.
Amazing race from you, Jack, by the way. Last to second. Unbelievable. There he is.
Very happy about that. Yeah, fees, GG.
Is these there?
Yeah.
Bram also amazing season, GG.
Amazing season,
season
Josh.
from all of
Some
you.
good sportsmanship here.
As I said,
I'll say it.
whatever,
This is all for fun.
Yeah, as I said before, whatever
Where's the
happened in
Aston
that
Martin
race,
then?
you just don't forget you tried your best.
Josh,
What
amazing
the
season from you. Unfortunate
Where's
how it
Chelsea?
ended, but oh my. Unfortunate how it ended, but
I've just been smashed by fucking Jazz. I've been giving a baby.
It's a family stream.
Josh can unleash all his anger out
Oi.
now. But yeah, unfortunate how it ended, but still an amazing season from you, and I wish you all the best in Tier 1 next season with Jack in AlphaTauri to do well. But at the moment, you all can do some fun donuts. The smoke on your onboards, for some reason on the offboard,
Have you seen
They
my
just disappear.
donuts? Look at these.
Yeah, just because I taught you, mate. Don't get.
Shut up.
Fire's
shut up.
now in the
No,
party.
no, no,
Fire's-
no, no, no.
Fire's just gonna talk all the way through all this now.
Oh,
Just
Fire,
there's no mic.
can we hear your opinions on this fantastic EXFL season?
I do have a request. Can I have the attention of Bram, Thies, and Josh to line up on the straight, with Thies in the middle and Josh and Bram next to each other?
At the end
it
of
was
the day,
mainly
I'm
for the
gonna
top
miss
three in the
this year, man.
standings.
Oh, bro, got rejected.
Sorry. I'm trying to get. Where's Bram?
Oh, Jesus!
How did
The
Warren?
tires
are Warren.
Sorry, how did Warren get it? I just, he's just.
Can all three of you just reverse to the finish line?
I have to flee from Warren.
I mean, Jason, if you can just move a bit further down, that would be great. And then Arsenal, can you just move?
Just get out the way.
Get out of the way. Right. Yeah, if Bram wants to reverse, and Thies, if you want to go across the line,
Awesome. Get your
in the
Can
middle.
I do donuts in the background?
What?
I'm gonna go in the background.
Right. Thies across the line. Yeah, sure. And
Yes,
then
come
Josh.
on.
Oh no, not that line, Josh. The one further down. Oh wait,
Hang on,
okay,
wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's fine.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Yep. Bram,
It's
just
alright.
reverse a little bit more. There we go.
Look.
And then Thies, if you go in the middle there, between the grid slots.
Oh no.
And then Josh to your right,
Let me go make sure I get it right in the middle.
and
This is
then
gonna
Bram to your left. Josh, you need to be a bit more closer. You're a bit distant. But this is great.
Chaz, piss off.
Sorry, I
There
didn't
we
mean
go.
it.
And then Bram, if you want to turn in a bit more, get a bit closer. There's
Don't
a
be
great
afraid
shot.
to
Look
get
at,
close to each other.
there's a great shot. Look at
Can you
that.
see me in the background?
Yeah, we can see you, Frankie, and Logan.
Wait.
Chaz, I think, actually.
I say get both
There we
Red
go.
Bulls. I was gonna say get both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, all side by side.
Okay, yeah, Jack, if you want to go next to Josh real quick, that'd be great. And Chaz, if you want to go alongside Bram, because you won the opening race, if you want.
Right there we are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a good image. Right,
I
Chaz,
used to
there's a
turn
little bit
around.
of space. Yeah, there's a little bit of space next to Bram across the line. Let's hope no one else just whams you all. But
Oh,
Right.
Is this right to
We're
stand
forgetting
straight?
Sin
Honestly,
Icon here.
74 races.
yeah,
it's
I was
been
gonna
great.
put Sin Icon in front of them doing donuts because he won. But there we go. There's Chaz.
Hang on, hang
Just
on.
make
hang
sure
on.
you
back,
park
Chaz. Oh,
yourself
Chaz,
on
go
the
back a
line.
bit.
Oh,
no.
look at that! Look at the Alpine and the Haas have also lined themselves up. There we go, with Warren and Sin Icon doing
Oh,
donuts.
and here comes Arsenal.
Here comes Arsenal in his favourite corner. Oh, this is jokes. These leads them away.
Right, go on. Right, and then I'll go up here.
And then I'll spin round.
I'm not gonna lie, can we appreciate Logan right now? Bro, he's balling.
Bro's
Hi,
actually
guys.
trying to get his first online.
Leading the Aston 1-2, 1 minute 58.
Mate, this is literally the donut Grand Tour.
Bro,
What a strategy gamble. Logan's really made it work on the mediums compared to everyone else on the softs. Fire's joined to watch it now.
Oh my.
The only
This is
reason I've gone
awesome.
soft is because
Bram,
the
can
tire I
you do
finished
something
off.
for a minute?
Please, can I ask? Please, can I ask a question?
Bram, can you come with me a minute?
Yes.
where you
What?
at?
I wanna see this.
Why did you pick?
My AI did.
Oh.
Bram's like Lightning McQueen
I
making his way
was
through
in
all
my
the...
AI. This is how
Right.
prepared I guess.
Right, I
He's
want to
done it.
drive. I want to drive a couple
Yeah,
of laps
Bram,
and see
come
how
with
long
me.
it takes for me to
I'm
punch
over
these
here.
guys.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna go and unlap myself.
Bram isn't with me.
Yeah, I am.
He's coming, I think.
And the
It's
Ferrari.
cool.
No, Bram, Chaz is at turn 5.
Oh, I thought it was something.
I can't lie. End
No,
of the
it's
season,
still-
right?
you
This
can
is
load
just fun. End of season is just all up fun, isn't it?
Whoa.
Honestly, great way to end the season.
Awesome way. Thank
So I
you
think
all
you
for
lot should,
putting on an amazing show.
It's alright.
Watch this.
A wet for Seb.
Oh, what a strategy. I can't lie. Oh, the wets have grip, you know.
Let's pit onto the wets next time.
So obviously this is the last race for Chaz, Crudaves, Josh Crabtree, Thies,
Alright, Bram,
Frankie,
come forward,
and
mate.
Seb,
Come forward.
as they're all going to Tier 1 next season. Come on, Bram. Did you have? What were your thoughts of sending on Josh into turn 5 at the last lap? Because you had a little look and then you
No
went.
Alright, so what's gonna happen, right?
Oh,
so
God.
can you just
Oh,
Logan
no.
go, Logan go. Come on, Logan.
Logan, go. Logan.
Alright, so
There we go,
basically,
he's gone.
right, Bram, come with me. So I'm on the
This
outside.
looks familiar.
Can you just
Bram, pretend to be Josh. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
there you go, that works.
That worked. That worked. Yeah, Bram survived.
and this is not realistic.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jaden, I've got a bonus pit for you. Where was my
Yes,
bet
you're
to
all
go within
alone.
that trailer?
What trailer?
The thing you put in. No, the thing you put in the announcement chat.
Not all about you, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Hang on. What Mexico win?
Good luck.
Never mind. I'm
Cheeky.
trying to find
I'm going
Thies and
into
Josh. They're
cockpit.
showing a nice moment. If you can go side by side, then that would be. Oh, look at this. The
Oh,
two
it's-
championship rivals.
I'm
the
taking
championship
the piss. I don't worry.
Oh wow.
Rev my
Thank-
rear
That pretty
tyre.
much
Who was
says it
that?
all.
Frankie. Frankie. Ah,
Now we're
They've
just
come
having like a
together.
mating season.
right. And if you two want to go wheel to wheel through this corner, that'll be fun. And Matthew's joined the party from Tier 1.
Who's
How many
that?
people bought? Hang on.
What a season.
Fucking 11.
Oh, and Joe.
Jack, not cursing.
Oh, yes,
No, it's fine, don't worry.
Can we curse?
I mean, I've saw
Stream's
about
not over.
17 times, so.
Fuck, shit, fucking shitting.
No one's. I mean, 12 people are still watching this, so
They're the real
Right
ones.
now,
Hey.
I'm say the end.
they're the real ones. Yeah.
They're actually only James. Only
Oh
two.
my
Oh my God.
Oh my Jesus, I went up in the air.
Jack.
I was getting burr.
EXFL
Yeah,
is fine.
Frankie sent me airball on the
Get off
first
me.
lap, which kind of just paved the way for my whole race.
Sucks.
Oh dear. They've made them. Oh my lord,
Yeah.
there's a Ferrari gone into the
Oh,
wall.
Josh, oh shit.
So, I do have to ask. I do have to ask Bram. How do you feel about a potential UV Sin icon next season? Then, Jason, do you think you can take the fight to Bram?
No
just
chance.
got
Not at the
poked
moment. But
I believe you can. It would be
thank
really
you.
fun to see.
Thank you.
I also believe you can.
Thank
you,
you,
little batty
hopefully.
boy.
Ah, yes, fire.
Imagine not being
Warren
on
in his
Inters.
Lando Norris helmet.
I sent Callum into the wall.
Oh, Josh, that's what I meant to ask. What happened when you spun with Bram right at the start? Was it your own fault? No, I was just asking. It's just a question.
He didn't even touch me.
Oh, he just made a mistake and spun on his own.
Yeah.
Ah.
See, look, that's I got a fat
You did
brain
it.
because that's what I
You
said.
did it. You did it later on in the race as well.
Bro, Jaden was like all questioning and that.
I was like, ooh, what's
I'm
happening
just
at this corner?
bad.
Man took such a tribute to Latifi, he had to do it twice.
Man, it
You
was
know what
so
matters
nice.
more
and
now,
I had
though?
to do
Right
with
on the
twat.
final.
You know what
And
matters
cross the
more now,
line.
though?
Right, hold a minute. Hold on.
England
I'm
winning
gonna
the World
put down the fastest lap real quick.
Cup. Were you watching me, Jack?
I'm watching.
What you were? I do go
One
across the
Red Bull.
line, as across the line.
Oh, I'm watching Crude. Yeah, I'm watching Jack. Yeah, Warren's in here. I think Arsenal's beached himself. There's Josh.
Hold on, I want to win
Nice.
such a prestigious race.
Everyone's here.
It's just EXFL lads.
We got 12 people at this party. Jesus.
I want
Oh, that's
everyone
more than
to,
the
I
tier
want
one
everyone who has a
attendance.
mic to speak at the same time.
Ouch.
Oh, Bram, no need
That
to go
was
there,
brutal.
mate.
Right, Josh Gravity now heading through the corner that he hates the most on this calendar.
I have a feeling that everybody in the party has won in the EXFL race.
Because
An
could you
EXFL tier
imagine-
2 race.
No, could you imagine if Josh didn't have those 2 spins? Because considering Bram and
Huh?
Jason were the drivers in front
I
of him,
went there.
Josh could have been ahead of those 2.
Said everyone that was winning
Honestly,
the
I
EXFL
wasn't
tier
letting
2
him
race.
through. Whatever happened.
And it was
Yeah,
no.
and
I'm just saying,
EXFL
say
is.
during the race.
Yeah, I know. I said an EXFL
Yeah,
tier
bloody
2.
one,
Say
aren't
during
you?
the race.
You shall
Yeah,
not
I won a
pass.
tier 2 race, yeah.
Yeah.
I've won a race, yeah.
8
Hello,
EXFL
everybody.
races either tier 2 or
I don't think everyone
Yeah.
in this party's won a race.
Other than
I'm
Arsenal.
pretty clear.
Arsenal.
Apart from
Arsenal has
Arsenal,
won.
Arsenal just ruined it. But
I
before
think we
that,
should give Arsenal a reward. Touching the wall the most.
He got P9. We should all celebrate that.
Yeah.
Well done, Callum.
Logan,
That
Jesus
is
Christ.
dead.
I've been
Callum.
heavily penetrated.
Oh my god.
that's I mean, I was watching
Can I-
Warren and Callum all race. They were 70 seconds behind the lead, but they were like 2 seconds apart. It was brilliant battle.
Seb's in here now. He's won a race.
Hello,
Can I say something quick?
Yes, because he won a race.
Alright.
Big up, Jack.
Mad
So-
Yeah, what? Another.
Ah!
Wait, why did you say
That
big
just
up Jack?
absolutely
I didn't hear.
bombed me.
Say again. Someone said big
Hello.
up Jack, I didn't know what you mean.
I will ask Will, and we will decide soon.
Station 9.
No,
Where's Warren?
Time to do a lap on
Um,
100%.
Could everyone, you know the second straight? Can you see where Thies is on the map?
Oh yeah.
Can everyone
Yes.
pile up there, please? Because
Oh
it'll be
wait, can I
funny.
do? Oh wait, can I just do one?
No.
Quick...
Yo,
no.
my Chaz, you skimmed me, Jesus Christ.
Where Thies is, you see a stationary red dot. Get to him and crash because it's going to be funny. I want to see someone up in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's all do it.
I think
Please
first
just let
person
it
will
go.
be
Yeah,
Warren.
Before we all
Pockets.
erupt into a
Please.
fit of laughter, can I say
Guys,
something?
guys,
Yeah, what chat? You chat? Yes, what?
please just let me
So,
Yeah,
leave me be.
I'm gonna win
Oh,
championship.
wait, Chaz,
I'm gonna win
Chaz,
the
do you want
world
everyone to be quiet?
yeah.
Okay, let
everyone
everyone
be
listen to Chaz real quick. Let him say something.
Chaz. I don't, please.
So I've been in tier 2 for a lot longer than the majority of you, and it's yeah, it is. I'm ill.
I've already
so,
got
you know,
tears.
This isn't gonna ain't gonna be great, but you know, I know it might not seem it right, but it has come a long way,
You feel-
and
Yeah.
I will most likely be
Ouch.
back in the future, but
Can I also say something?
I've enjoyed every race in tier 2 out of my collection of 74, and I will miss it. You've all been great. I know that at the best of times that, you know, we've been a bit.
I think.
I mean, a bunch of these guys are coming with you to tier 1.
Yeah, I
Lads,
know.
grab the
So
tissues.
I'll
Lads,
be
can
able
I
to
also
share the
get
battle for
something else?
P15 with you next year.
I'm stuck.
Lads, I would also like to share
Seb,
something.
you missed it.
I know I missed it.
Go back around.
I'm going back
It's a
around.
penalty on that.
Lads, I would like to also say something as another person with 74 races in tier 2.
Come on, Seb, let's go.
go.
7 Chaz, most experienced
I
tier
would-
2
I would
drivers
like to
we have
say-
ever had.
I've seen a lot of shit drivers and I've seen a lot of good ones, but I am glad to say that I am one of the shit ones. So I would love to see me do another Silverstone Crashgate Sandal in tier 1.
Said
Like
I'm
I
twice
did
as
all
bad
those
as you.
years ago.
Warren, send it. Send it at that.
What?
Hey, can I please do a shout out towards my teammate for next season? Although he isn't in this party, he goes all the way.
Wait, what? What
I'm,
I
I'm,
missed?
I'm shouting out
Go
my
on, Warren.
teammate Jack Hemmings.
What?
No, you
All
missed
up
it,
the
Warren.
Red.
I left. I've left.
We all love you.
No.
Oh, you left.
Yeah,
that's
I want to
fine.
give a shout out to
No.
Mackenzie Stevens.
I'm gonna fart. Oh,
Can I
Kenzie
just
Stevens,
like,
race winner of Japan.
can I do a little
For God's sake, don't remind me of
Only,
Japan.
only.
Please.
And
Please
here he
don't
comes.
Please don't remind me of Japan.
I'm gonna go round.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going in next.
Don't
Gonna
do not
fucking
remind
try.
me of Japan also.
I think Frankie's
Me and
next.
I
Warren
think
are
we
going
will.
to pile drive at the same time.
What?
I'm gonna turn into
Hey, Jack, you're winning
Go
this.
in
Kebab.
Fuck.
Ash, why are you
can't
going
do
the way
so.
all the way around?
Because I can get a good run
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and
There's
also I want to get a
there's
good
cow on
rapid
top
run.
of
So
me.
we're going to pile drive to have them.
Bro, can I be? What the fuck is happening?
Josh and I think it's Frankie getting.
Oh dear.
There's a definite Hamilton.
Everyone get in there.
Verstappen
Everyone
laser.
get in there.
Bram.
Just let me out.
Sorry,
Please, guys.
Here comes Logan. Oh my
Oh
god.
my.
Wait, I can't like take over another car.
I'm always on top of Arsenal.
We can always restart it if everyone wants to retire.
Guys.
No, hang on.
Oh,
hang on.
wait,
Wait
I
for
think-
me. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Bram.
Oh my god, help me.
We're coming.
If,
We
if
got
you
the
want to
road
join
for
Bram,
Oh,
and
Josh,
maybe retire.
Josh, go in there, go in there.
Oh my god.
Oh, Bram.
Alright,
Can you move,
watch
Brad?
this.
No, I'm stuck.
One sec.
Here come the Red Bulls.
Yes,
Jesus.
Josh, can you go? Because I want to say something as soon as you go in. If you can. Yep. Wrong way, mate. No, no. Oh!
He's up in the air.
Jack!
My game's lagging
God,
right
Jess.
now.
Josh, wrong way, mate.
Jaden.
Yeah, yeah.
Jaden, I
Yes.
was just chilling here, and now you've sent all the tier 2 drivers to fucking kill me.
Hey.
Well, you fucking deserve
Back it
that.
Mate, just leave me alone.
Least
This is
chaotic
my last time
Josh.
with your teammate.
Everyone in.
my
Riding them.
god.
Right, Josh.
Oh, leave me.
Oh my
Something
god.
I haven't said in a while.
Lads, no, meet me off.
But here comes Josh Crabtree now. Oh my
This time he
god.
collided with me. How many roles reversed?
Oh, he's doing a
Wait
fucking
in there,
bunny.
we're gonna do one more.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, guys.
Oh,
That's hard.
Jason.
Guys,
The Mercedes
Oh
on
my-
top of a Red Bull.
please.
I went through the
Oh,
map.
Chaz. Oh wait, that's Logan.
I pure F1.
Free me! Free me!
Can I just give out a shout out to my teammate for winning an absolute goated race?
Oh, I'm B, yes.
Do you and can I ask Cam? Do you and Jason talk much like after the race, before the race?
Not really. I think the one time I think I actually spoke to him when I think it was either Mexico or Japan.
We spoke a bit today.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's good.
the final race, and then
I'm
I messaged
speaking
him
a
to
bit
say
with
well
Dice
done.
as well, to be fair.
I
Dice and I
didn't
are basically strangers. We didn't know each other before the season.
Look at you fucking people.
Right?
I still don't know.
I mean,
That'd be
Jack
epic, boy.
joined end of last season. Frankie joined this season. Warren joined last season. Bram, well, technically end of last season / beginning of this season.
I did not
Logan
race.
joined this season. Seb joined right at the start. Chaz joined right at the start. Thies joined last season. Jason this season. Arsenal. Callum.
Oh,
I forget if
Bram,
it's last
right,
season or the
range.
season before that.
It was season
And
3, I
Josh
think it was.
this season. Yeah.
Feedback is a bit too high.
I've been in the league longer than Jaden. That's my only flex.
You were in the league before it was even a league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Seb,
go
I don't know.
things.
To be fair, I was in the
Season two
league for a
was-
while, and then I kind of left after I caused the fucking whole last scandal.
Yeah. I'm still streaming, by the way, guys.
Not cursing, not cursing, not
Hang on,
cursing.
lads,
Approaching 133 minutes.
I'm going.
I've also been
I-
in
I-
fucking 5
I-
seasons
my
now.
God.
Shut the fuck up. I'm taking a vote. I'm taking a fucking vote. 2 votes, I should cause another crash that scandal at Silverstone next season.
Yeah, if it benefits
Yeah. Yes.
Ferrari.
Me, because it benefited me. That was the whole reason.
No.
If it
Ego
only
and I
benefits
will be
Alfa
constructors
Romeo.
Nah,
champion next
Haas, make
season.
it benefit Haas.
Yeah, but if it's gonna benefit Alpine, you only get P10 and P9 at most.
But can we just
Just
all
make
appreciate
it benefit
Hamilton
the
finishing
stewards,
above both
so I can
Red
do
Bull-
more work.
No, above the Red Bulls in the constructors.
Jaden, when are the stewards gonna get a pay rise?
Yeah. Well, I'm
We've gone
becoming
through
one,
too
so-
much this season.
We'll
I
we'll
think
talk.
Now you
in
can
It's
the-
like there's
You
like
get-
there's like 10 clips per race.
Nick, you
That
can
if
put
we're
more.
lucky.
You can put more work on me because we're going.
You're joining me.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
pay
joining
you
you.
Where?
Stuart.
guys, I'm gonna get
Oh,
out.
Is
thought
Thies
you
still in?
meant somewhere else.
Oh my
No,
lord. Yep.
I'm
Goodbye,
I'm,
my
I'm leaving
champion.
Australia.
Right.
Champion.
Right, we're gonna end the stream with Josh,
Guys, bye.
Thies, and Bram. Bye, Thies, world champion. Currently being, I don't know, glitched with the 2 nearest competitors, but that is it then. Thies world champion. Josh Crabtree P2, Bram P3 to round out the top 3. It's been an amazing season of Tier 2. These will all go go to Tier 1. It'll be Bram staying in Tier 2 to see if he will become World Champion
board.
next season, or let's see who can challenge him. But it's goodbye for now in Abu Dhabi, and we'll see you next season in the new year.
I won't.